Was it Carl Weathers as Harvey Dent?
No, I don't think so.
Was it
Or
really?
no, Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent.
Yes, it was Billy D. Williams.
God damn it! I did it again.
Yeah. Getting your blacks messed up.
They do look pretty similar.
No, they do not.
Carl Weathers like darker and sleeker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And balding.
Yeah.
No, Billy D. Williams is balding.
They're both
No,
balding.
Carl. Oh, I'm thinking of it.
You got mixed up
Gotcha!
I'm thinking of Carl Winslow. Oh, fuck.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shit. Anyways.
Nobody is safe.
Fuck.
You're white now. You're just white now.
I've been trying to hide it. I try and say the N-word at least 3 times every day.
So pretend this is a different day. Hey, folks. Hey, y'all. It's Hey, y'all.
So-
Christine Weston Chandler.
Christine Weston Chandler.
So just before we started this, we were listening to and talking about Final Fantasy 15.
Heartbreak.
My thing is, you know what they were going to do at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were they going to do? You played 15, right?
Yeah,
we talk
he loved
about
the
this?
He loved the shit out of it. Yeah. Arden was the good guy all along.
Not necessarily the good guy, but he was the catalyst for
Yeah, he
Bahamut's
was not.
bullshit.
He was not necessarily a villain.
Yeah.
Almost justified.
He was the season 1 villain that ends up joining the group.
Yes.
By the end of
Because
it.
at the end of it, it was going to be Noct, Luna Freya, and Arden against Bahamut. That shit would have been fucking masterful.
Because it's always God.
it's always God.
You're making my heart sad.
Dude, I have so much love for Luna as a character. Everything about her is so...
She did not get enough time.
No, she didn't.
Absolutely
Because
not.
all her
You know
screen
what
time...
sucks?
All
None of
her,
the characters really have
all
that
her
much
screen time was in
honestly.
fucking Kingsglaive. And it wasn't even the right voice actress. That was fucking Cersei Lannister.
Ah.
Cersei Lannister voiced Luna Freya in Kingsglaive. And then they
I don't
had...
remember who that one
Heavy
was.
is the head that wears the crown.
Huh?
I don't remember who that one is.
Cersei Lannister?
I don't
Game of
know.
Thrones?
Yeah, I know it's Game
Blonde.
of Thrones,
Did you watch the
Blonde
Sarah
girl.
Connor Chronicles? Did
but
you
a long
watch...
fucking
Is
time
she
ago,
really in
yeah.
that?
She's the mom. She's Sarah Connor. Straight up, Lena Headley
Talk
is
about
Sarah
the-
Connor.
Oh, Lena. Okay, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
in Dread.
She's
The
also
new
in
She's-
Oh, she's
300.
the blonde girl on
She's
Dread?
like- no, she's what's her name? Like Mama. Or
Oh,
something like
mom. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
She's also in 300 as Leonidas' wife. Regardless,
Yeah.
Another Zack Snyder movie.
Luna Freya did not get enough screen time. There was not enough romance options between her and Noctis, which really pissed me off because they played it off like they love each other and they're
I feel like-
barely
they're
get
star.
it.
There's not. He has more. Noct has more in common with fucking Gladio's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like I loved Luna so much. Like I love everything about that woman.
I was really. There's just not a whole lot of time with these characters.
No.
And even with the extra DLCs related to Noctis's retainers, it just wasn't like it wasn't enough. The whole game could have been. I really. I don't know.
I did honestly want it to be better, but it was
I did
a
too.
game that got scrapped and redone so many times, and it's really tough. You know?
Did you eat a lot of cup of noodles afterwards?
No.
Good, because they're disgusting.
You know what's funny? I went out and bought a couple after I beat the game.
But you did.
I did.
Oh, I do
You
have.
are a consumer.
I do have an awesome moment.
I'm the consumer.
So-
The consumer.
Are you?
all right, boys, put your tits away.
Mine are
So
always out.
I'm also here.
yeah, right.
Hey.
But no, so I went back not too. I think I told you about this. I went back not too long ago, and I just replayed the final boss because I was gonna replay the game, and I was like, I
Final
can't.
boss is great. It's
The
It
like,
final
is.
boss of
It
episode
is.
Arden is really cool too.
It is.
It's fucking
dope.
great. Yeah.
But no, watch, like, I was replaying the final scene, and you know how you have that moment where you have to pick out your photo? And I just picked out a cup of noodles. I made that final moment really good
You know what's funny? You
because it has Noct and Luna just laying, just like, this is the journey of our adventure. Just cup of noodles.
It's funny. You could
Fucking
take
died.
like a picture of like what is Gladio's sister's name?
Gladio's sister.
I want to say it's like Iris.
Yeah.
Iris. Yeah. I don't
Iris.
care. They say Iris, but that's stupid. It's Iris. You could take a picture.
You don't get to make that decision.
It would be.
You could take like a picture of her
mine.
legs, or you could try to get like an upskirt picture and choose that as your final picture, so that you two are like cuddling for all of eternity with a picture of Iris.
She's like 14.
No, she's like 17.
Are we talking about post time skip?
No.
Where we never get to see her?
That's
and
true.
she was supposed to also get her own episode?
Yep.
And same with
I
fucking...
was gonna say, are we talking about Japan or America?
Aranea, right?
Yes!
Oh.
Oh, the best Dragoon in a long while, man. And she's a high wind, too. That's some bullshit. Fuck, that game could have been better.
I like the Sid from Final Fantasy 13. His whole idea, his whole story.
He was an interesting
It
one.
was really, really, really
Yeah.
interesting.
Dennis Leary as Sid.
Dennis Leary is Sid in a live-action Final Fantasy 7. We've had this for years and years.
Why 7?
Because 7 is the
Looks
most
like
famous. I think 7 is the most famous Final Fantasy.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong at all. From an outside
Dennis Leary could
perspective,
play a perfect Sid.
Am I thinking of the same person?
You know, remember the guy from first Amazing Spider-Man? Police Chief Dad?
Yeah, Captain Stacy.
Maybe?
He was in.
Yeah, I remember.
Ladder 41.
I don't think he could pull off that
Gruff kind of.
that gruff Sid.
I
He
think
is gruff.
I think he definitely looks like it, but I totally understand why. Because he was a comedian first and foremost.
He was in was that Ladder 41 where he's like a gruff firefighter.
His start was a comedic song that he actually stole from Louis C.K.
Nice.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean you can't act really well.
but then he gave Louis C.K. like a shit ton of money to start his own show. So toll paid.
I don't know. There's a lot of things I'm like now rethinking about that could have been better. I shouldn't have listened to Summonist today. That shit fucked me up.
I'm gonna be honest. I loved the story for 13. It's just 13. It's the game itself was.
I was fine with the gameplay, honestly.
I didn't like how much of a hallway it was,
What do you gotta
and
do?
the
It was a-
level. What's the word? The level creep was too bad in the last disc.
I was fine with it because it was a entryway to get new Final Fantasy players in.
Yeah.
Which is what they tried doing for 15, and it was a weird one.
I tried to play 13, and that would have been my first Final Fantasy game. I couldn't get past the first disc because I thought it was awful. And then
Was this on PS3 or was this when I had
it was
it?
when you had it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then I played 15, and I was like, this is the game. It's way better.
That's interesting.
Road trip with the boys.
Well, that's fair because then they milked the shit out of Lightning.
Yeah.
That girl did not deserve all
Road
that.
trip with the boys.
I
That's what it
think,
was.
like,
Look at my small blonde prompto over here. My fucking big ass gladiolus. My glasses brother Ignis.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm Noctis, who is really boring. But I'm
Looks
also
like you're
really
gonna
boring.
die.
You don't like vegetables?
Short.
See you later.
Short blonde girlfriend.
Luna's like same height.
Luna's taller than Noct.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? I still think the
Spicy.
scene in Final Fantasy 13 when what was his face? Bartandulus, the human Bartandulus.
Fuck Bartandulus.
What was the Pope? What was his name?
Doesn't matter.
I thought I thought the scene where he revealed himself as the Lassie was fucking.
And he gets heads.
Great.
He gets heads on the
He
shoulders. He
fucking
starts singing his song.
He gets shot a fireball at and he reflects it and like, what magic? Are you a Lassie? And he's like,
That fight was tough.
The
dude.
first fight was fucking tough, but then you realize you could just blitz all of his heads, and you're like, oh, fight over.
Well, it was just. It all depended on the team you had, too.
The second one is the hardest, apparently. I never got that far.
13-2?
No,
Or
the second Bartandulus.
Oh, you didn't finish it?
No, I never finished it.
That
'cause
was-
I couldn't stomach it.
Oh, that was a. I'd replay that game.
I kind of want to do it for the channel now.
I'd replay it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's fine.
Hell yeah.
The only thing that I
Try him
truly
there. I want to see how it ends.
Hell yeah.
it doesn't matter because 2 makes it irrelevant.
Yeah.
13-2 makes it completely irrelevant.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about like 2.
No.
And then Lightning Returns is like, hey,
time loop. I couldn't do it.
this isn't even my final form, Lightning.
No, it's not even that.
Yeah, doesn't Snow say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's
Also,
like,
Lightning fights God and wins.
God gets bodied in a lot of shit. Why should I be afraid of him?
Strike me down, God. Kill me, please. I wish for the sweet release of death, please.
I ask him that once a day in front of like actual like believers, and they're surprised.
my child.
You gotta
Fuck off.
You gotta beat me in a game of DDR first. Can't do it.
So,
Can't die yet.
you guys want to talk about Death Stranding?
Yeah,
I haven't played it.
It looks great from what I've seen.
I don't know if you'd like it. It's a very boring, monotonous game. That's the kind of shit I love.
The entire game is fetch quests.
I love navigating. It's fetch quests, but it's more. They're more engaging. You got to kind of plan your route, see what kind of equipment you need for this this run.
Have you ever?
I just fucking go, dude.
Have you ever?
Just go. I don't plan for shit.
Me neither. I don't use that feature.
Have you ever seen a rock in the middle of a field and go, "Oh no," kind of game?
What the hell are you talking about?
Like you're walking your destination, but there's a rock in your way.
Oh yeah.
It's the only game.
I know why you're saying
It's the
it.
only game when you're like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about.
It's.
I think
totally
the
see
story.
why.
I think the story is really good.
It's Kojima.
Yeah.
I have to take breaks when I'm playing it because there's just like I can't do one
Strand.
thing.
You know what's really funny?
Strand.
I just got to a point in the game that he just got to, and he's been playing this game for like a couple weeks. Because I've been nonstop fucking marathoning this
Well, the
game.
thing
'cause
is,
I
it's
love
a
it.
difference in play styles, because I'm assuming there's like some type of side quest and shit.
No, that's the thing. He does all the side quests. I don't.
do. I haven't done them. I haven't done them all. There's still a shit ton that I
I haven't
haven't
done
do,
any.
but
I have not
done-
taken. I haven't taken a single standard order.
Why not?
I just want to go through the story.
Oh,
The
You-
game.
you and I-
The gameplay is boring as shit. I just want to be in the story.
that's where we're different because I like the gameplay.
I would like it too. I think I would probably do most
I
of
mean,
the side quests if I play.
Maybe it'll be different once we get more things
Once you get
throughout
more
the
things.
game.
I can totally see that.
Maybe like because maybe we're still in like the first 10% of the game. And
Yeah.
The game's longer than we think, and
There's
this
14
beginning is
chapters.
just horrible.
Yeah, I thought about
I don't think
getting
the
it. I just
beginning's
haven't
horrible either. I
had
think-
the chance.
Huh?
I haven't had the chance just to get it.
Once you get the bike, the game becomes
On sale.
much easier.
Uh,
It's on sale at GameStop for $40. That's how I got it.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I
20 bucks
feel
off.
like the game is, at least for me, it would be more fun. In a way, it sounds wrong because it's not supposed to be fun. What I'm saying, I'm gonna say. Look at my bones.
Oh.
No.
I got these for Caleb as a meme because a long time ago we were hanging out with a friend. He took one and he shoved the whole fucking thing in his mouth.
It wasn't these though; they were bigger.
You shut your fucking mouth. Let him
Like a weird
speak.
ding
I was
dong.
saying, I think Death Stranding might be more effective at
Okay, don't do
conveying
it,
its story if you couldn't fight back against a lot of the more common
BTs.
BTs.
Yeah.
And
I don't.
And you can only walk.
No, that'd be a lot more.
It's more
boring.
effective storytelling that way.
If
I
you
feel
could, if they only allowed you to walk, then they better make the game shorter.
like. Yeah. But
Because
like,
I'm not allowed.
it sounds.
that's-
It seems more impactful and more dangerous that you can only walk. Because like, when you drive out only like 20, like for like 2 minutes to go get something and come back, and they're like, "How did you do this? How did you go out there? This is crazy." It's like
That just makes me feel
I
more
just
accomplished.
went out there and came back. It's like not hard at all.
What I
Like, you
love-
guys could have done that.
About the game is that your actions affect other people. Like
Yeah, it's great.
If you walk one path in the game for so long, it'll other people will see that path and they can use this footpath and see which way is the best way to
Like,
navigate
wear
through
down
these
the
routes.
grass.
And later on in the game, you can start making roads for other people to use. You can contribute to putting the materials in, so that once a whole road is constructed, you feel like, oh, you've done a whole lot, which you have.
It does make it significantly easier.
I think I know why I haven't picked it up yet. It's because it's not what I wanted from Kojima.
No, I get it. The stories are definitely pretentious. It's definitely a Kojima
Oh,
game.
no,
Definitely
but what I'm
is.
saying is, it's not Kojima's fault that I'm not playing it. It's Konami's fault. That's for fucking sure.
You wanted Silent
I
Hills.
wanted Silent
Yeah.
Hills.
There was a really old rumor going around that Death Stranding was going to be Death Stranding was a Silent Hills like Death Stranding. All this extra shit was going to be the first hour of the game, and then you wake up and boom, Silent Hills, which would have been fucking amazing.
And then the whole Kojima getting fired was just an angle.
That would have been great.
Well, it's just-
because Kojima's done bamboozling like that before, like when
Right, but
Like MGS2.
but the way that fucking Konami's been shitting their own pants in bed at the
Konami
same
doesn't
time.
like money, man.
No, they like money. The problem is they like getting it the wrong
they
way.
like pachinko part. You know what's? Oh.
And they like fucking people over, dude. Like they take top-notch fucking game developers and they throw them in fucking custodial jobs and
The,
shit.
the,
bro.
MG, the MGS3 pachinko machine, all the cutscenes look so fucking good because it's done in the Fox engine, but it's a fucking pachinko machine.
Which is MGS5?
There's an MGS3 pachinko machine that Konami put out.
It's the same.
And
Same with Capcom.
Yeah, it uses the Fox engine. It basically recreates a shit ton of cutscenes from MGS3.
Yep. They did that with
Castlevania, right?
no for Capcom did that with DMC3.
Oh.
There's a bunch of scenes from the pachinko machine that shows DMC3 cutscenes and DMC4 cutscenes. It's like before the RE engine, so it's like, oh fuck. But no, it's like I really wanted Silent Hills, and it's like since that because it had Del Toro, it had Kojima,
Ito.
Yeah,
Junji Ito's movie.
it had everything.
It was perfect.
It was fucking perfect. And think about it. PT to this day is the scariest fucking game alive.
I've never played it.
And
Obviously, I
it's
can't.
a
I've
demo.
never played it.
It's a demo that has so much.
I haven't even.
You know when
I haven't
you,
seen a full thing of it. I should probably look it up.
You should.
It's fucking insane.
When you know how when you walk around you can hear shit behind you?
Yeah.
Someone did like a thing where you can zoom out and see what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
The thing's actually fucking there.
It's behind you the entire
It's actually
time.
there.
From the very beginning of
Yep.
the game.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming, like, as soon as you turn around, it goes away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it follows the back of your head.
Yeah, it follows because you hear whispers. It's everything that you do up to the bathroom to the fucking fetus in the sink
Foetus.
to the photos with the whispering and shit. It's
Recently,
all planned.
someone actually went out of bounds into the cutscene with Norman Reedus into that street.
Oh really,
Yeah, it's detailed so far back.
dude? Oh,
And there was
Really, you know what really
it's
freaks?
everything. There's no low. Can you when you zoom out in a game,
it's like a draw distance and
and
shit.
it goes low poly?
Yeah.
It's called an LOD,
Yeah.
level of distance, or level
Yes.
level detail.
Yeah.
None of that is even there. It's all fully rendered.
That would have put Konami so fucking high on the map.
There's plants in the fucking windows of the buildings. You can't even see the windows in
Dude,
the cutscene.
That game would have been
There was a
so good.
There's a mission in MGS5 where you have to walk through this misty forest, and it's kind of spooky. And you're about to go confront one of the villains, but you don't know that the villain's there.
Right.
You have to go to this hospital, see a bunch of like dead African kids. It's pretty creepy. I was playing that part, and I come upon this abandoned tent, and you hear in this tent a radio broadcast, the same radio broadcast in PT. Where at the end of the broadcast, the dude starts saying, I killed him, and he gets freaking out.
In MGS4?
In MGS5.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And that shit creeped me. So pretend this is a different day. Hey, folks. Hey, y'all. It's hey, y'all.
So-
Christine Weston Chandler.
Christine Weston Chandler.
So just before we started this, we were listening to talking about Final Fantasy 15.
Heartbreak.
My thing is, you know what they were going to do at the end, right? Mm-hmm. What were they going to do? You played 15, right?
Yeah,
we talk about this?
He loved the shit out of it. Yeah. Arden was the good guy all along.
Not necessarily the good guy, but he was the catalyst for
Yeah,
Bahamut's
he was not.
bullshit.
He was not necessarily a villain.
Yeah.
Almost justified.
He was the season 1 villain that ends up joining the group.
Yes.
By the end of
Because
it.
at the end of it was going to be Noct, Luna Freya, and Arden against Bahamut. That shit would have been fucking masterful.
Because it's always God.
It's always God.
You're making my heart sad.
Dude, I have so much love for Luna as a character. Everything about her is so...
She did not get enough time.
No, she didn't.
Absolutely
Because
not.
all her
You know
screen
what
time...
sucks? None of the characters really got
All her
enough
screen time was in
honestly.
fucking Kingsglaive. And it wasn't even the right voice actress. That was fucking Cersei Lannister.
Ah.
Cersei Lannister voiced Luna Freya in Kingsglaive. And then they
I don't
had...
remember who that one
Heavy
was.
is the head that wears the crown.
Huh?
I don't remember who that one is.
Cersei Lannister?
I don't
Game of
know.
Thrones?
Yeah, I know it's Game
Blonde.
of Thrones,
Did you watch the
Blonde
Sarah
girl.
Connor Chronicles? Did you
but a long
watch...
fucking
Is
time
she
ago,
really in
yeah.
that?
She's the mom. She's Sarah Connor. Straight up, Lena Headley
Talk
is
about
Sarah
the-
Connor.
Oh, Lena. Okay, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
in Dread.
She's
Anyone?
also in
She's
Oh, is
300.
she the blonde girl on
She's
Dread?
No, she's what's her name? Like Mama. Or
Oh,
something like
mom. Oh, okay, yeah, no, yeah.
She's also in 300 as Leonidas' wife. Regardless,
that.
Another Zack Snyder movie.
Luna Freya did not get enough screen time. There was not enough romance options between her and Noctis, which really pissed me off because they played it off like they love each other and they're
They barely
Stark. There's not. He has more. Noct has more in common with fucking Gladio's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like I loved Luna so much. Like I love everything about that woman.
There's just not a whole lot of time with these characters.
No.
And even with the extra DLCs related to Noctis's retainers. It just wasn't like it wasn't enough. The whole game could have been. I don't know.
I did honestly want it to be better, but it was a game that got scrapped and redone so many times, and it's really tough, you know.
Did you eat a lot of cup of noodles afterwards?
No.
Good, because they're disgusting.
You know what's funny? I went out and bought a couple after I beat the game.
But you did.
I did.
Oh, I do
You
have
are a consumer.
I do have an awesome moment.
I'm the consumer.
So-
The consumer.
Are you?
all right, boys, put your tits away.
Mine are
So
always out.
I'm also here.
yeah, right.
Hey.
But no, so I went back I think I told you about this. I went back not too long ago, and I just replayed the final boss because I was gonna replay the game, and I was like,
Final
I can't.
boss is great. It's
The
It
final
is.
boss of
It
episode
is.
Arden is really cool too.
It is.
It's fucking
dope.
great. Yeah.
But no, watch, like, I was replaying the final scene, and you know how you have that moment where you have to pick out your photo? And I just picked out a cup of noodles. It made that final moment really good
You know what's funny?
because it has Noct and Luna just laying, just like, this is the journey of our adventure. Just cup of noodles.
It's funny. You could
Fucking
take
died.
like a picture of like what is Gladio's sister's name?
Gladio's sister.
I want to say it's like Iris.
Yeah.
Iris. Yeah. I don't
Iris.
care. They say Iris, but that's stupid. It's Iris. You could take a picture.
You don't get to make that decision.
It would be.
You could take like a picture of her
in my-
legs, or you could try and get like an upskirt picture and choose that as your final picture, so that you two are like cuddling for all of eternity with a picture of Iris.
Is she like 14?
No, she's like 17.
Are we talking about post time skip?
No.
Where we never get to see her?
That's
and she
true.
was supposed to also get her own episode?
Yep.
And same with
I was
fucking...
gonna say, are we talking about Japan or America?
Aranea, right?
Yes!
Oh.
Oh, the best Dragoon in a long while, man. And she's a high wind, too. That's some bullshit. Fuck, that game could have been better.
I like the Cid from Final Fantasy 13. His whole idea, his whole story.
He was an interesting
It was
one.
really
Yeah.
interesting.
Dennis Leary as Sid.
Dennis Leary is Cid in a live action Final Fantasy 7. We've had this for years and years.
Why 7?
Because 7
Looks
is the
like
most
Dennis
famous. I think 7 is the most famous Final Fantasy.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong at all. From an outside
Dennis Leary could
perspective,
play
it
a
is.
perfect Cid.
Am I thinking of the same person?
You know, remember the guy from first Amazing Spider-Man? His chief dad?
Yeah. Captain Stacy.
Maybe?
He was in...
Yeah, I remember.
Ladder 41.
I don't think he could pull off that
Gruff kind of.
that gruff Sid.
I
He
think
is rough.
I think he definitely looks like it, but I totally understand why. Because he was a comedian first and foremost.
He was in, was that Ladder 41, where he's like a gruff firefighter.
His start was a comedic song that he actually stole from Louis C.K.
Nice.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you can't act really well.
But then he gave Louis C.K. like a shit ton of money to start his own show, so, you know, toll paid.
I don't know. There's a lot of things I'm like now rethinking about that could have been better. I shouldn't have listened to Summonist today. That shit fucked me up.
I'm gonna be honest. I loved the story for 13. It's just 13. It's the game itself was.
I was fine with the gameplay, honestly.
I didn't like how much of a hallway it was,
What do you gotta
and
do?
the
It was a-
level. What's the word? The level creep was too bad in the last disc.
I was fine with it because it was a entryway to get new Final Fantasy players in.
Yeah.
Which is what they tried doing for 15, and it was a weird one.
I tried to play 13, and that would have been my first Final Fantasy game. I couldn't get past the first disc because I thought it was awful. And then...
Was this on PS3 or was this when I had
it was
it?
when you had it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then I played 15, and I was like, this is the game. It's way better.
That's interesting.
Road trip with the boys.
Well, that's fair because then they milked the shit out of Lightning.
Yeah.
That girl did not deserve all
Road
that.
trip with the boys.
I
That's what it
think,
was.
like,
I was thinking look at my small blonde prompto over here. My fucking big ass gladiolus. My glasses brother Ignis.
Hey, yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm Noctis, who is really boring. But I'm
Looks
also
like you're
really
gonna
boring.
die.
You don't like vegetables?
Short.
See you later.
Short blonde girlfriend.
Luna's like same height.
Luna's taller than Noct.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? I still think the
Spicy.
scene in Final Fantasy 13 when
Like,
what was his face?
Amazon.
Bartandalus, the human Bartandalus.
Fuck Bartandalus.
What was the Pope? What was his name?
Doesn't matter.
I thought the scene, I thought the scene where he revealed himself as the Lassie was fucking.
And he gets heads.
Great.
Gets heads on the shoulders.
He
That's
fucking
singing his song.
he gets shot a fireball at, and he reflects it, and like, what magic are you able to see? And he's like,
That fight was tough.
The
dude.
first fight was fucking tough, but then you realize you could just blitz all of his heads, and you're like, oh, fight over.
Well, it was just it all depended on the team you had too.
The second one is the hardest, apparently. I never got that far.
13-2?
No,
Or
the second Bartenders was
Oh, you didn't finish it?
No, I never finished it.
That
'cause I
was-
couldn't stomach it.
Oh, that was a. I'd replay that game.
I kind of want to do it for the channel now.
I'd replay it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's fine.
Hell yeah.
The only thing that I
Try him
truly
there. I want to see how it ends.
Hell yeah.
it doesn't matter because 2 makes it irrelevant.
Yeah.
13-2 makes it completely irrelevant.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about like 2.
No.
And then Lightning Returns is like, hey,
time loop. I couldn't do it.
this isn't even my final form, Lightning.
No, it's not even that.
Yeah, doesn't Snow say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's
Also,
like-
Lightning fights God and wins.
God gets bodied in a lot of shit. Why should I be afraid of him?
Strike me down, God. Kill me, please. I wish for the sweet release of death, please.
I ask him that once a day in front of like actual like believers, and they're
Don't
they're
step from me,
surprised.
my child.
You gotta
Fuck
beat me.
off.
You gotta beat me in a game of DDR first. I can't do it.
So,
Can't die yet.
you guys want to talk about Death Stranding?
Yeah,
I haven't played it.
It looks great from what I've seen.
I don't know if you'd like it. It's a very boring, monotonous game. That's the kind of shit I love.
The entire game is fetch quests.
I love navigating. It's fetch quests, but it's more. They're more engaging. You got to kind of plan your route, see what kind of equipment you need for this.
Have you ever?
this run?
Have you ever?
I just fucking go, dude.
Have you ever?
Just
thought-
go.
Have
I
you-
don't plan for shit.
Me neither. I don't use that feature.
Have you ever seen a rock in the middle of a field and go, "Oh no," kind of game?
What the hell are you talking about?
Like you're walking your destination, but there's a rock in your way.
Oh yeah.
It's the only game.
I know why you're saying
The
it.
only game when you're like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about.
it's.
I think
totally
the
see
story.
why.
I think the story is really good.
It's Kojima.
I have to take breaks when I'm playing it because it's just like I can't do one thing.
You know what's really funny?
Strand.
I just got to a point in the game that he just got to, and he's been playing this game for like a couple weeks. Because I've been nonstop fucking marathoning this
Well, the
game.
thing
'cause
is,
I
it's
love
the
it.
difference in play styles. Because I'm assuming there's like some type of side quest and shit.
No, that's the thing. He does all the side quests. I don't.
do. I haven't done them. I haven't done them all. There's still a shit ton that I
I haven't
to
done
do,
any.
but
I have not
done-
taken. I haven't taken a single standard order.
Why not?
I just want to go through the story.
Oh,
The
You and I-
the gameplay is boring as shit. I just want to be in the story.
that's where we're different because I like the gameplay.
I would like it too. I think I would probably do most
I
of
mean,
the side quests if I play.
Maybe it'll be different once we get more things
Once you get
throughout
more
the
things.
game.
I can totally
maybe,
see that.
Maybe like because maybe we're still in like the first 10% of the game. The
Yeah.
game's longer than we think, and
There's
this
14
beginning is
chapters.
just horrible.
Yeah, I thought about
I don't
getting
think the
it. I just
beginning's
haven't
horrible either. I
had
think-
the chance.
Huh?
I haven't had the chance just to get it.
Once you get the bike, the game becomes
On
much
sale.
easier.
Yeah.
It's on sale at GameStop for $40. That's how I got it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
20 bucks
feel
off.
like the game is, at least for me, it would be more fun. In a way, it sounds wrong because it's not supposed to be fun. What I'm saying, what I'm gonna say. Look at my bones.
Oh.
No.
I got these for Caleb as a meme because a long time ago we were hanging out with a friend. He took one and he shoved the whole fucking thing in his mouth.
It wasn't these though; they were bigger.
You shut your fucking mouth. Let him speak.
I was saying, I think Death Stranding might be more effective at
Okay, don't do
conveying
it,
its story. If you couldn't fight back against a lot of the more common
BTs.
BTs,
Yeah.
and
I don't.
and you can only walk.
No, that'd be a lot more.
It's more
boring.
effective storytelling that way.
If
I
you
feel
could, if they only allowed you to walk, then they better make the game shorter.
like. Yeah, but
Because
like
I'm not allowed.
it sounds.
that's-
It seems more impactful and more dangerous that you can only walk. Because like when you drive out only like 20 like for like 2 minutes to go get something and come back, and they're like, "How did you do this? How did you go out there? This is crazy." It's like
That just makes me feel
I
more
just
accomplished.
went out there and came back. It's like not hard at all.
What I
Like, you
love-
guys could have done that.
About the game is that your actions affect other people. Like
Yeah, it's great.
If you walk one path in the game for so long, it'll other people will see that path and they can use this footpath and see which way is the best way to
Like
navigate
wear
through
down
these
the
routes.
grass.
And later on in the game, you can start making roads for other people to use. You can contribute to putting the materials in. so that once a whole road is constructed, you feel like, oh, you've done a whole lot, which you have.
It does make it significantly easier.
I think I know why I haven't picked it up yet. It's because it's not what I wanted from Kojima.
No, I get it. The stories are definitely pretentious. It's definitely a Kojima game.
No, what I'm saying is, it's not Kojima's fault that I'm not playing it. It's Konami's fault. That's for fucking sure.
You wanted Silent Hills.
I wanted Silent Hills.
There was a really old rumor going around that Death Stranding was going to be Death Stranding was a Silent Hills like Death Stranding. All this extra shit was going to be the first hour of the game, and then you wake up and boom, Silent Hills, which would have been fucking amazing.
And then the whole Kojima getting fired was just an angle.
That would have been great.
Well, it's just
because Kojima's done bamboozling like that before, like when
but
MGS2.
but the way that fucking Konami's been shitting their own pants in bed.
Konami doesn't like money, man.
No, they like money. The problem is they like getting it the wrong way.
They like pachinko part. You know what's
and they like fucking people over, dude. Like they take top notch fucking game developers and they throw them in fucking custodial jobs and shit.
The MGS3 pachinko machine, all the cutscenes look so fucking good because it's done in the Fox engine, but it's a fucking pachinko machine.
Which is MGS5?
There's an MGS3 pachinko machine that Konami put out.
It's the same.
And it uses
Capcom.
Yeah, it uses the Fox engine. It basically recreates a shit ton of cutscenes from MGS3.
Yep. They did that with
Castlevania, right?
No, for Capcom did that with DMC3.
Oh.
There's a bunch of scenes from the pachinko machine that shows DMC3 cutscenes and DMC4 cutscenes. It's before the RE engine, so it's oh fuck. But no, it's I really wanted Silent Hills, and it's since that because it had Del Toro, it had Kojima,
Ito.
Yeah,
Junji Ito's gonna be
it had everything.
It was perfect.
It was fucking perfect. And think about it. PT to this day is the scariest fucking game alive.
I've never played it. Obviously,
I've never played it.
It's a demo that has so much.
I haven't even. I haven't seen a full thing of it. I should probably look it up.
You should.
It's fucking insane.
When you know how when you walk around you can hear shit behind you.
Yeah.
Someone did a thing where you can zoom out and see what's going on.
Oh, yeah?
The thing's actually fucking there.
It's behind you the entire time.
There.
Mm-hmm.
From the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And as soon as you turn around, it goes away.
Yep.
Yeah, it follows the back of your head.
Yeah, it follows because you hear whispers. It's everything that you do up to the bathroom to the fucking fetus in the sink to the photos with the whispering and shit. It's
recently
all planned.
Someone actually went out of bounds into the cutscene with Norman Reedus into that street.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's detailed so far back,
dude.
And it was really, really freaks.
Everything. There's no low. Can you when you zoom out in a game?
It's like a draw distance and shit.
And it goes low poly.
Yeah,
it's called an LOD, level of distance, or level level detail.
Yeah.
None of that is even there. It's all fully rendered.
That would have put Konami so fucking high on the map.
There's plants in the fucking windows of the buildings. You can't even see the windows in the cutscene.
That game would have been so good.
There's a mission in MGS5 where you have to walk through this misty forest, and it's kind of spooky, and you're about to go confront one of the villains, but you don't know that the villain's there.
Right.
You have to go to this hospital, see a bunch of dead African kids. It's pretty creepy. I was playing that part, and I come upon this abandoned tent, and you hear in this tent a radio broadcast, the same radio broadcast in PT. Where at the end of the broadcast, the dude starts saying, I killed him, and he gets freaking out.
In MGS4?
In MGS5.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And that shit creeped me out, because I didn't know what the fuck that was. I looked online, and it was it's just shit from PT.
Dude, I can't, because... So, I've never been...
Was PT released first, before 5?
Yes. Yeah.
No, it was after.
PT?
Yeah. They were both 2015, but PT was after.
Huh. I'm gonna have to fact check that shit.
I think it was, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it came out before.
I got it.
Okay. No, so I've never had a chance to play the Silent Hill games, and I want to get the HD collection, but I'm telling you,
I played 2, and the controls I couldn't handle.
Tank controls are tough.
I don't like.
But the thing is, I can
do it.
I bet you could.
Nightmare Creatures. I don't know if you know about that game.
I've heard of it, but the thing is, I enjoy specifically in 2 more often. But I like the psychological effect, but I love the whole story of Silent Hill.
Yeah. Kind of want to play 4 because 4 looks cool.
The Room?
Yeah.
It's middling, but it has that same psychological.
Yeah,
effect.
yeah.
Whereas Whereas like 1 and 3 are.
Yeah.
So
I just thought the idea of like sorry.
Is there like an HD collection or remix?
There is, but they will tell you not to get the HD collection. You want to get the original copies or the greatest hits, because for one, they changed a lot of the voice acting. They've
aren't a lot of voice acting from like Resident Evil, old Resident Evil, bad, and Silent Hill the same way?
MGS5 came out September 2015, right? Yeah, it did.
MGS5 came out September 2015. PT came out August 2014.
Oh,
bitch!
Okay. So
bragging rights.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, why would the replacing voice actor is a bad thing?
The thing is because the difference between the OG RE, like if we're talking Resident Evil 1 Director's Cut,
I've heard some of those.
To RE Remake, the fact is they remade the whole game.
Right.
Where the Silent Hill, 2... Right?
They just upscale textures. And
they upscaled textures. They took out the fog, which is a big part of the ambiance. Yeah,
you don't do that on a PS1 game.
PS2 for Silent
Hill. So you can see all the way.
You can see everything.
That's exactly what I want games to put back.
Yeah, they took out all the fog so you couldn't see anything. Guy Seehee, who was the original voice for James Sunderland, is that what it is? Yeah. It is replaced by Troy Baker.
Ugh,
they straight up just changed everything about the game and fucked it up. They fucked it up. So that's why whenever you hear like when Pat was talking about it, if you watch the Silent Hill 2 playthrough, he's like, buy the greatest hit version or find an OG copy. That's the only way to do it.
I've got one.
Do you really?
PS1?
Yeah, and that's how I played it.
No, Silent Hill 2.
Sorry, PS2.
Yeah. I do. I found it at a GameStop used bin.
Nice.
That's where I found Persona 4 and Shadow of the Colossus.
Fair.
Yeah, I was so fucking.
Yeah, no. PS2 game.
Silent Hills 1 was on PlayStation 1. Silent Hill 2, 3, 4, I think.
I don't know about 4. I think 4. Yeah.
I think those were all on PS2.
Yeah, no, 4 was on PS2.
Then they had Origins.
And then Downpour and Homecoming.
Which
we don't talk about.
Which one was the Wii game? Was that
Shattered Memories, which is a remake of 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a retelling of 1.
Is it good?
Huh?
Is it good?
For what it does, yes.
You fucking Deja Vu.
No, I know I played a little bit of the third game because it was like a carnival or something.
Yes, Heather Mason.
But this is probably very unrelated, but I'm getting a big flashback. When you said Wii game, I'm thinking of this Wii game that was like a horror game.
Okay.
With like this girl with black hair, obviously kind of grudge-like.
Juan?
Camera.
Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame. One of the Fatal Frames.
Is that what it was?
It might have been.
A lot.
Because there was one for the Wii.
Had a lot to do with like...
cameras?
Well, I don't remember if it had a lot to do with cameras, but it was like something about opening a... Like someone's trying to open a door in one scene, and it was like really scary.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
I can't remember.
It's like every horror game ever.
Right.
No,
but I wouldn't be averse to trying to play on the channel like horror games. I don't know a lot about horror games. The big ones like Resident Evil or Silent Hill. I don't know anything about
Resident
those.
Evil.
RE2 specifically is really good.
Yeah.
I haven't played any.
Pretty much anything after 3.
RE5 is like couch co-op.
I can say I still really want to play Code Veronica.
I have Code Veronica on my PS4. So if somebody wants to tank controllers, they can. I can't play it.
What's the controls?
Tank.
Most horror games I played are horror / RPG or action.
Right.
Because like Parasite Eve,
Yeah.
RPG. Nightmare Creatures is a beat 'em up, 3D beat 'em up / horror.
Yeah.
I'm not versed in like survival horror at all.
Yeah.
I've got Outlast at home.
Ooh,
I don't know what that is.
That's dangerous.
I've never played it.
Let's
never
do
heard of that
it.
before.
That was too scared to play it.
Ooh, I want to do it.
I don't want to do this.
What's it for?
PS4. I've got Outlast.
It came out as one of the free games not too long ago.
It's Outlast and then it's Whistleblower.
Oh,
I don't
that's
have
the
two.
DLC.
Yeah, that's the DLC. I don't have 2.
Okay,
I don't think.
that's fine. I haven't played 1, but I don't know.
I'm looking for something with a really engaging story and more of a.
Horror games are almost always story.
Everyone always says this, but I really mean it. Where I don't want just jump scares for the sake of jump scares. I want an atmosphere. I want atmosphere, and I want an oppressive feeling when playing.
You said not Outlast?
Horror.
You said Outlast.
Isn't Outlast like jump scares?
I got you. Have you ever heard of Alien Isolation?
Oh,
no, I want to play that.
I have
I've heard of it.
I'd actually really want to play that.
I have it.
Honestly,
we can do that one.
Let's do one normal run and then one like VR run.
So it's not on VR.
It's
not.
No, I bought it because I thought it was on VR and it wasn't.
It's not on VR.
Wait, is everyone like really interested into like alien stuff?
I'm not.
Oh,
but
I am.
the thing
I
is,
really am.
Let's not talk about this around Derek because he will flip the fuck out because he loves this shit. But cut this out. Yeah,
He can. What's wrong with talking to Derek about Alien?
Yeah.
is he all about that shit?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, fine.
he's
I really like Alien.
So the thing is like there's different types.
cut this out. I'm being a bitch.
Stop. You know we're gonna get you like a shocker or something.
Fucking hit you with a cattle prod.
Yeah.
Calm down.
So there's different types of horror games, right? There's survival horror. There
I'll
is
brand you with the
there's
dragon
action horror, which is like pretty much anything Resident Evil 4 onwards.
Oh, yeah.
Dead Space.
And then there is you ain't really doing too much horror. So I found
Like Amnesia.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I have played that.
It's the illusion of being able to fight back.
I like that.
That is what Alien Isolation is.
Okay.
I had to stop.
That's what makes it scary.
I had to
Whether
stop
anymore,
because the scariest thing in that game is not the fucking alien, it's the robots.
The robots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know where I found this, but I saw a interview or something with someone who made that game or one of the programmers or something. And don't they like their eyes change color or something?
You will be in a hallway and it will be dark and you see orange eyes and they shift to red and you will run and you can hide in the locker and they will immediately know where the fuck you are.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was the thing about color blindness. One of the guys
yeah.
working on it was colorblind, and he did not know that was even a feature in the game
Oh.
until one of his colleagues mentioned it, and that was really interesting.
Yeah, so I have that. So those ones are really hard because I don't like having the illusion of not being able to fight back. Because the thing is they give you weapons, they do not work.
You just hide in like a
You just have to.
cabinet.
a Magnum, a 357 Magnum could not take down one of these androids.
Sounds about
It's
right.
like a deterrent at best.
I
slow
saw a
down?
cutscene from this game where the alien is like walking towards you when you're. I think it's like the end cutscene actually.
Yeah.
And it freaks me out not because of how scary it looks. It feels weirdly sexual, and I don't like that. Like it looks like it's soaking towards you.
H.R. Geiger.
It's H.R. Geiger.
Yeah, I know.
Meant to be sexual.
It made me very like
It worked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You fell for it.
Ooh.
Is it because of walking kind of normal like?
It's just walking all slow and like kind of like
it creeps. I've had
like you're gonna get fucking.
I had it like this isn't the first time I tried playing this. I bought it on sale because I was like, oh, I want to play a horror game because mind shift. I used to be afraid of everything. Now I want to be afraid of everything. So it's
I
like
still am afraid of it.
so there's a part where we probably won't really encounter it because it's something that I did to myself. After a certain point in the game, the alien will just be walking around the space station.
Yep.
And you will not really know when it shows up. You will
It's
be
random per playthrough. 'Cause
You
it
will-
could just do whatever.
if you're just in a room with like let's say random enemies, you'll hear a great drop from the roof and this thing will jump down and start massacring people. That is the only time that you get to run away. What ended up happening to me is that I went into an area that was literally through a crawl space, and it led me to a room that had no other exit. And any time that I crawled through the hole, the alien was patrolling the room, and I was afraid to leave, and I never played the game again because the shit got too real, and I was like, "This is awesome," and I never
My
went
heart's
back.
beating fast just thinking.
Dude,
about
it's
that.
so good.
Well, it's weird because I wouldn't think the alien is a very scary thing to me.
It is.
When you don't
But
have
it
an
is.
ability to fight
Have you
it,
seen
it
any of
is.
the movies?
Nope.
Caleb and I watched the first one a long time ago.
I seen versus Predator, which is a bad example because that's more of an
It's a
action
terrible
movie.
example.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
The first movie
The first
is probably
one-
as scary as it got.
The first one is pretty good. The two was
in
It was an action movie.
yeah. It was a
in
shit show.
RE2 remake, it's
No, it's
effectively
like a,
the
it's like a
same
universally lauded
situation.
action movie.
I think I'd be more comfortable playing
AVP2?
one of those
No,
games
not
maybe
AVP2.
at
Yeah.
first.
Oh.
Aliens too.
RE2
yeah,
remake
yeah,
specifically,
I thought you were talking about AVP.
There-
No,
Is
both
that one of
AVPs
the
are
things
bad.
where original
Okay.
is not better?
The first one was okay.
They don't remove a lot of fog and shit like they did.
the
if you like
the
movies.
ambiance change in 2 is really good because I've watched the
We're
best
finna
ones play
say
2
you'll
enough
get opinions.
to where like I
Opinions.
almost got the
It's
puzzles
different.
recognized.
Close enough.
I hate the movie. I'm
Guys,
sorry. I'm sorry.
sorry.
We
I'm
can't
sorry.
have two conversations at the same time.
You're right. It's a terrible podcast.
I'm
cut this
sorry.
out. Cut the whole podcast out.
Fuck you, Sam. No, so
I've been telling you guys to not clap like that since fucking July.
yeah.
Yeah, and we're still gonna do it. High five.
5 months.
That was a 2-person clap.
You guys are gay. So there's RE2, if you watch the original, like the ones that the best friends played when they first started up their channel, you notice that the light and the ambiance in it is not really that horrifying. The most that you have to be afraid of is Mr. X kind of walking around. But even with then, after you know the game well enough, you can.
I think you showed me something about that.
Right.
So Mr. X was in the original RE2.
He was in the original RE2, but he was scripted.
Okay.
So
We talked about this in the Kingdom Hearts thing.
Kind of like
Yeah.
Nemesis in 3, right?
Nemesis in 3 is like how Mr. X is now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doesn't he show up at scripted moments?
He does, but most of the time it's literally if you walk through a door and Nemesis just so happens to be in the room over, all you hear is Brent and stars, and he's go gunning after you, and that's what I'm most excited for this new remake for 3. That shit's gonna make me shit because
Wait, are they not going to remake the first game?
they already did.
Twice.
Is it still
Multiple
good?
Yeah, it's on GameCube.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still one of like the.
Is that the...
Oh no, it's on PS4. I have it too.
It is. Which one was best? Because there was the remake, the remake, and then the remake.
So wait, are you talking about like director's cut or like RE remake?
Which one was... I don't know. Which one was...
RE
better?
remake was the one that came out on GameCube. That's the one where it changed the models, it changed the graphics, it brought in proper lighting, and it made everything a bit more horror ambiance, right? RE director's cut is just added into the original RE. Oh, I'm gonna make you're the master of unlocking. Oops, you're a Jill sandwich. That type shit.
Is that the one that brought in Lisa Trevor?
Lisa Trevor's the one for the GameCube.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have that one too.
Um,
So I can start like I can't fucking play tank controls. I know
can't.
everything
I'll do it.
about
I
the
fucking
series,
five.
but I would gladly like to introduce you into the world of RE proper, not through some crazy bitch's perspective.
and I will say this: I hope she's not listening.
She's not gonna fucking no.
Whatever it is.
Oh.
The reason I had a girlfriend in high school, or not high school, middle
school doesn't count.
Whatever. We had kissed once. That was it.
You're still platinum. It's fine.
Yes.
No, he's not. Shut up. Look, if you have.
Okay,
If
we're
you
not
let
going to
us
get into
finish
this.
that
We're not
interrupting,
going to get
goddammit.
into that.
All right, I'm sorry.
The reason I broke up with her, or we got mad at each other, is because she couldn't stop talking about that series every single day, and I wasn't into it. I didn't know what it was, and she would just mention shit. And I was probably being a little too. I was a middle school kid.
Right.
I was probably just a little ball of hate.
Yeah.
And I just hated shit I didn't know.
Right.
So it's just like, what are you talking about this every single day? I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what I was missing, I guess.
If it like first run through is probably going to be a little bit. It'll take a
a
while.
little rough.
Depending on if you are good at solving puzzles.
Which game?
All of them.
Okay.
Well, first 3.
I expected that PS1
Four has
graphics
puzzles.
would usually
Not hard.
almost universally be scarier than modern graphics. It's in my head because it's so... Because the draw distance is so lower. Usually the...
But you got to think about in Resident Evil specifically, they had pre-rendered backgrounds. So there's no draw distance.
Oh, so Silent Hill... I'm thinking of Silent Hill.
Silent Hill has the draw distance, but even with that, Silent Hill never got a proper remake in any of its games, maybe besides Shattered Memories.
Well-
and Shattered Memory takes away your ability to fight. You're literally running from everything.
Well, I'm thinking in the vein of Parasite Eve.
Right.
If that had... I wanted to get a remake, but the thing is, if that got a remake, I don't think it would be as scary to me.
It depends.
The pre-rendered backgrounds with the mix of 3D models on top of that, maybe it's just nostalgia, I don't know, but it tricks my mind into thinking this setup is supposed to be scary because it's a scary game, and that's the only game I've seen with pre-rendered graphics is that game.
Right.
So when I see pre-rendered graphics with models on top, I think scary game.
Right. And
That's just me though, probably.
I can show you. Like Resident Evil 1 comparisons.
I think you did already, and I might need to see it again. But
because if you literally compared
I think I was shitting when that happened.
Resident Evil 1's like if you do like the shot by shot, Resident Evil 1's lighting is literally like this fucking room right now.
Okay.
Versus
It's in a corner.
Huh?
It's in the corner.
Yeah, it's in the corner, but you can see the
also
whole
a skeleton.
room. There's nothing scary about the room. The only thing that's scary is
Also one right there.
it's a zombie, right?
Yeah.
But if you
There's no
like
escape.
look at the
That's from
RE
Halloween 2
remake,
years ago.
two conversations, fuckers. If you look at RE remake, if you
Remember,
look,
cut that.
you look at RE remake, you can tell that the lighting is meant to be scary. It's supposed to give you this. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is coming around the corner. On top of that, a specific thing they add for remake was that they added this thing called the Crimson Head, where if you do
Sounds
not
like a dog's dick.
well, it might as well be because it comes Russian and it's not friendly. And what it is that if you kill a zombie and you don't burn the body with kerosene, it comes back.
With kerosene, not just any fire?
You can't light it on fire unless you douse it in kerosene.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you don't kill it and you come back to that room later, because you do a lot of backtracking in RE games, it will run. It won't walk.
Is it stronger?
It's stronger.
Oh, can you kill it again?
Yeah, you can.
Does it get even stronger?
No.
Oh, it's just level 2 forever now?
Yeah, it's level 2, and like they kind of have like this weird. I think they have like a tyrant effect where no, those are the hunters. Anyways, I'd like to get you proper into RE.
So should I start with the first one?
Yeah, I have it.
And isn't the second one more of a different angle than the first game's camera? Is the second one more like
I think
a
the second one is the same kind of.
Are we talking about OG or remake?
remake?
Remake is
over the shoulder.
Yeah,
over the shoulder.
It's like RE4.
but it doesn't take away from the horror aspect.
Right, but they're just two different games at that
By
point.
this point, yeah.
And gameplay
But the
wise.
thing is, like now, since time has gone on with the RE games, is that it's evolved, right? But
Right, and it's still tank controls in the remake of the first game?
yes, yeah,
Probably on a same generation as the PS2?
yeah.
Weird.
Because they remade it. So all they remade it for the GameCube, and all they did was grab that port, slap it through the HD machine, and put it on the PS4 and the Xbox and PC.
Oh, it's on those two?
Yeah, I have it. I have it on the PS4.
Oh, so it's a remake that got remastered.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They when RE2 was coming out, they did a kind of like a little promotion thing where they brought through RE remake and Resident Evil 0, and they slapped it through the HD.
Oh, yeah,
Zero. What's Zero?
It's a story about one character that shows up in one, but it's her story in all that bullshit.
I'll just leave it to you to decide what's the best start.
Operation
One.
Raccoon City.
You shut your dirty her
Hey.
own mouth.
I thought you liked
Umbrella
that one.
Corps.
The name Raccoon City makes
thought
me
you liked
think of
that
that
one, Caleb.
chick I broke up with.
It was
in middle
fun.
school.
It was fun, but it's
Operation
not
Raccoon City is a
My dad didn't like it
non-canon
either.
game that is a guilty pleasure of some people.
Wasn't
Yes.
Hunk in that game?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a story about one particular character that shows up once in RE2 about his operatives that he has. And
Still alive.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hunk?
He'll be back.
He won't be back.
Resident Evil 8. Guarantee it.
So what's the general flavor what's the flavor Resident Evil gives to the genre?
Honestly, it depends on which ones you're talking about.
Yep.
Because there's a very distinct line.
So
Because you got creepy zombies in one game, creepy zombie house, and then you've got I'm gonna fucking punch this boulder to get across this lava field in 5.
Yeah. So
It gets crazier as it goes up.
Here's
But it's
what-
not a good kind
What
of
I mean
game.
is how is it different? How is the good Resident Evils? I'll say that
Okay.
compared to something like Silent Hill. What's the difference?
Oh, Silent
Resident Evil is more like action-y, I think.
Resident Evil has always been a bit more
Yeah.
actiony. Silent Hill is more psychological.
Silent Hill, you can't
Okay.
fight back. Resident Evil, there's
Silent Hill, you
There
can't
are
fight
ways.
back.
Okay.
oh,
You can't.
but not as good as
Well, I guess what I'm saying is,
Like
is it
Resident Evil?
is it magic or infection or
And
what kind of
it's
flavor are we
biological
going?
infection versus magic.
Which one's magic?
Silent Hill.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, in OG Silent Hill, the entire thing is legitimately a cult. That was an entire city was built on an Indian burial ground.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah,
cliches.
Indian burial ground.
Centralia, Philadelphia.
Centralia, Washington.
Pennsylvania.
Well, yeah,
Pennsylvania,
no,
close enough.
literally, it's just like it's built on the city is built on an Indian burial ground, and there's a cult.
Okay. And then another difference is which one's more
Is that really what it is?
character
Yes.
dialogue
Not just,
heavy.
Resident Evil.
That almost ruined
You're
like the
like-
magic for the series for me.
Wait,
No, I mean
The
that's
Indian burial ground.
It explains.
it's literally,
Bullshit.
but they barely bring it up. You find all throughout the subtext. The only one that
Oh.
doesn't really explain that is 2, and 2 is more of a character study.
Okay. The movie was
We don't talk about those.
the movie scared the shit out of
Kid
me.
Harington was in 2.
He was.
The first one scared the shit out of me.
Eh.
I've only ever seen the end.
I was gonna say like more on the
Yeah,
flavor of
stupid.
comparisons. Which one's more story and character based?
RE2, Resident Evil, I think.
I'm gonna say Resident Evil only because
Because you can't really name name a Silent Hill character. Like,
Heather
off the top of
Mason.
your head.
James Sunderland,
Oh, okay. Well, there you
Tommy
go.
Wiseau.
Well, if one,
No.
if Resident Evil is
Oh, hi, Mark.
probably more story and character based,
Right.
what does Silent Hill bring to the table?
Silent Hill brings the psychological effect, everything. So the only
More
one I
slow
can,
burn, chilling.
the
Is it the kind of thing where it read your memory
824
card,
movies.
like kind of shit, like MGS, like kind of psychological?
the thing is that everything is
Not like that, no.
and I'm only going to bring up Silent Hill 2 because that's the one that's the freshest in memory, based off of how much it affected, honestly, the PS2 genre when it came to horror games. Is that Silent Hill 2 has a bunch of different endings, everything from like joke endings to like serious endings.
How many of them?
Like
I think
8,
it's
right?
I think it's like 8, and some of those honestly matter on how you get those endings. For instance, there is a note that you get in Silent Hill 2 that you have to read periodically throughout the game, and as you notice, the text on the note fades. Right? Things that you do and things how you handle stuff, like you can kill some things and not some things, or and shit like that determines on
Choice.
who your final boss is going to be.
Bumping into your follower too many times.
Yeah,
Is that really a...
Yes.
yeah. Everything matters. Like, and it's just what it is. Silent Hill is just more of it is literally, how do I put this? Silent Hill is like main characters just showing up, but the real thing is the town. The town itself of Silent Hill is a character that preys upon your insecurities and your faults, and your mind.
This sounds more interesting to me than Resident Evil.
It is more interesting.
It
I'd
is,
walk
like-
into Silent Hill and something would show up and be like, "You have a small penis," and I'd be dead.
That's what it is. So it's like Silent Hill 2 is literally the story about a man and his wife and how that relationship ended due to one being sick, and how he felt about that entire situation. You know about Pyramid Head, right?
Everyone.
Well, you
fetishes that
know what he
character.
looks like.
Oh yeah, I'd
though.
fuck him.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pyramid. Well, he fucks mannequins in 2, so it's not like it matters.
Is that why there are rooms full of mannequins in early parts of 2?
Yeah. In Pyramid Head itself is a character that is a manifestation of James's psyche for an executioner. And the giant cleaver that he has is a phallic symbol.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Every character that's been made by Ito.
What?
Ito made the characters for Silent Hill.
Really?
Junji
He made
Ito did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He made every one of those characters is a specifically in 2 has to do with a character in there. Like the mannequins are I'm assuming you've seen the nurses. The nurses with no faces,
The
with the
bubble nurse. Bubble nurse?
contorting bodies. You've seen it.
I don't like it.
Those are symbols of the what's the word I'm looking for?
There's symbols of James' sexual repression.
That one. Yeah.
Because while his wife was in the hospital, he couldn't get it off.
I didn't want to
Should
tell
I
him
know this
everything.
before I play it?
No, that's why I'm giving
This is
you
stuff that they don't tell you.
Yeah.
You just kinda have to
you
figure it out.
learn through context through the game, and sometimes you can just honestly flat out miss it. But it's like everything about the monsters in Silent Hill 2.
Is that they're called the Bubble Witch or Bubble Nurse?
I don't fucking remember.
I don't remember
They're all representations of James's psyche coming back to attack him through the town's influence. Now there is a couple of characters in there. There's a specific woman that you meet early on in the game that has a fight. And it's
what?
You have a fight against a specific monster that, when you understand the context clues of what that monster is super fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah, and like
Do you know what that is?
No.
no, like if you really don't know if you
Right,
want to just
gotcha.
go out and play it, I honestly just watch the best friends play too.
Okay, so that's something you shouldn't spoil.
Yeah,
I feel like I should play it.
that's what I'm saying. Like if you honestly just don't have the time to go play it, go watch the best friends play
Super
it.
Smash probably has a copy.
That is
I have a copy.
that is Pat's favorite game, and he runs through it seamlessly to get this one ending. But he explains everything to the point where, like, when they were doing that playthrough, the main voice actor dude, Guy Seehee, came onto the podcast and was just cool in interviewing with him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, Silent Hill 2 is a psychological fucking experience.
But not one is not as good or something.
One is good, but the thing is, like, 2 doesn't take place in it takes place in the same universe, but it's Silent Hills are different. Silent Hill 1 takes place where a dude is looking for his daughter and trips shit into a cult. Right? Silent Hill 2 is about a man and his insecurities and his faults and his own personal demons coming back at him. Silent Hill 3 is a continuation of 1. 4 is something different.
Something about a room.
Huh?
You're
Homecoming. Homecoming is just a fucked up amalgamation of shit, meaning everything from Jacob's Ladder to taking shit from
Jacob's
2.
Ladder, really?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
Jacob's Ladder was like the primary inspiration for it.
Yeah.
Jacob's Ladder.
Ooh.
It's
It's a movie being remade with Lenny Kravitz? No.
Lenny Kravitz.
It's not Lenny Kravitz.
It's just when you get a chance, look up Jacob's Ladder, not the biblical story, but the actual like the movie. Just look up a synopsis.
A great movie.
Essentially, it's a psychological horror.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what Homecoming is. Nobody likes Homecoming. Downpour is just them trying to continue the series.
I have no idea what Downpour is
Downpour is a
about.
fucking mess. I've watched that playthrough like 8 times. I still don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's just like, it's very wet here.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole game.
But like
Watch
really, if you want a good experience, I recommend
Where?
playing 1, 2, and 3.
Watch
4 if you're really
Where
feeling
in
savvy.
Washington?
Don't fucking touch Origins, Homecoming, or fucking Downpour.
Okay.
What about the Wii game?
If you want, I'd play that after you play the original.
What's the?
Yes.
I have seen one. I think I've seen a monster from Silent Hill before. I don't know which one it's in. It's like a baby head with like these hands that it's walking on.
Dude, that could be any of them.
Oh, okay.
Straight up, because like the main thing in 3 has something to do with a pregnancy.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
See, I like those kind of hard to talk about stories that they kind of shove in there. That's good.
It's not hard to talk. I can talk about it, but
Well,
then
I know,
again,
but-
I don't have a soul right now, so.
I feel like Japanese developers
Uh-huh.
use a lot more interesting symbolism that way
Yep.
I mean,
about babies and
Low birth rate.
like fetus stuff.
yeah.
I like that.
But I mean,
It's interesting.
Resident Evil is supposed to be like, it's science gone wrong, based off of money hungry motherfuckers.
What
going,
about the new one that came out?
RE
Basically the same thing.
Yeah.
RE7?
Is it good? Is it back to roots?
7?
Apparently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Apparently.
7 was really good.
So, you guys talk about yourselves. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'll talk about RE.
Okay.
So
Okay, well, yeah.
I have to pee.
7 is really good. It's a good, true to form Resident Evil game. It is very much big company fucks up again, makes new monster.
Oh, I don't know how Resident Evil works. Do they make monsters and big companies
They
make monsters?
they make viruses that turn people into monsters.
Why?
The viruses were initially meant to be like
Cures.
making superhumans,
Superhumans, yeah.
Okay.
and then it didn't work.
Which is why you got dudes with big old arms,
Got a big ol' arm.
zombies with bazookas and butchers.
And then
outfits.
in 4, it just goes off the rails. Honestly, it's just
Everyone's that's what everyone. It's what
no, it's really good.
yeah, everyone's
just, like,
liked
different.
it. Yeah.
Leon! Help me, Leon! Dude, she was
fucking me on this jet ski, Leon. No, I don't like you. You're not wearing glasses.
Leon, I can get pregnant easily. Just come on, fuck me.
He just
No
fucking-
way,
And
fag.
then it's okay. He throws her into the tunnel as it's exploding.
No way, fag. Ugh. Leon, you need to fuck my sister. Continue the bloodline.
Help me!
You two shut the fuck up.
Talking about someone fucking someone. I don't know.
All right, so
Leon,
Talking about Leon just completely.
I heard you in the bathroom.
Why the fuck didn't he? Leon.
Well, because he was still in love with Ada, because his dick's always for Ada.
But then he went on a date with Hunnigan.
I don't know.
That's right.
In what?
No one knows.
In what? When did he go on a date with Hunnigan?
They mentioned it at the end of 4 when she like.
Fuck off.
When she doesn't wear her glasses, he's like, oh, I like the way you look.
Shut up. So this is what happened with Resident Evil. Resident Evil came out in like late-ish 90s, and it brought like it was like almost a revolutionary start of like the horror. Shut up. Horror genre in like this new age, right? Because they tried having like Alan Wake, they tried having other shits, but it just wasn't as good. Old games. They tried having like fucking I have no mouth and I must scream. It was all pointing.
I don't know what that is either.
Nothing. Clock Tower.
I know the Scissorman. I know
Yeah.
him.
Okay. God damn.
Only because of JonTron.
That's fair. That's fair. So, So
that's like some OG Alien Isolation vibes.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with horror games, so
Don't
I'll be scared out of my wits. I don't know.
learn you today, son.
I don't fuck with horror either.
Good news, boys. You shouldn't have friended me. So what ended up happening is that Capcom made Resident Evil, and it was like a big hit, despite all the voice acting. Which at the time was like great. Yeah, it was good at the time, but now it's like compared to the fucking cinematic movies that we have now, that shit looks like somebody was recording that through like a cereal box or some shit. So that game came out, was a huge success. Then they came out with Resident Evil 2, which was like, oh, okay, it's almost the same thing in a different location, but they added an element, which was Mr. X. It still kept it fresh and scary because you did not know when he was going to come up, at least in the beginning when you were playing the game, because you just assumed he's there. Then you get into Resident Evil 3, and that created a whole new monster, that being Nemesis, which is like he's actually following you throughout the city of Raccoon City. Obviously,
Favorite design out of any Resident Evil.
He's
monster.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Then they after they were trying to make Resident Evil 4, and they tried like 4 times. Mm-hmm. The first 2 times they just couldn't do it. The third time they accidentally made Devil May Cry, and the 4th time they actually got it right.
Yeah, fucking Devil May Cry was supposed to be like Resident Evil.
If you just look at OG Devil May Cry Dante, he looks like Leon.
Yeah,
just with white hair.
Hey, let's get this set and let's make this new Resident Evil set in a castle. Also, give him a sword and a red coat. Whoops.
Yeah. His original name was going to be Tony Redgrave.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Which
doesn't he use that as a?
That's his alias, and on top of that, that's the city that you're in 5. It's Redgrave City.
Oh yeah.
Which I still want to play for the channel. It's the only reason why I replayed through 1. I'm just waiting to play it.
I really wanted to play 1 too.
I can replay it. I replayed it so I could get familiar. So I want to
get to 5 because I heard 5 was fucking great. I'm just really bad at these kind of games.
That's fine. So, I got you. Anyways, so they tried making 4. They made it 4 times. Made a new game, which was pretty awesome. Created an awesome new series. We don't talk about the reboot though. I'm okay with it. We won't go there yet. And then that's when Resident Evil 4 came out. It was a good addition. It was a good new addition to an old formula. It was really good.
I know it's different. It's just everyone likes it, but it's still different.
Right, but the problem is that when they made 5, it was too actiony.
Right.
It's like we got an OG protagonist in this new setting, kind of racist. That's why they put all the Mexican and Hispanic people in, because it's like white man in Africa killing them, genocide. Yeah. So they tried making 5, and 5 was all like, it's all right.
Actiony.
It's all right, but it's too actiony.
Complex.
I remember in 8th grade for me, it came out, and everyone was like, all my friends were.
Sean was freaking the fuck out about it, dude.
Well, I remember a few people in school were like torn on it. Some people said it was good, some people said it was bad.
Right, it just depends. And then
kids can't have opinions. Fuck that.
I'm just saying that's the only exposure I have to it was in middle school.
And then they made Resident Evil 6 where it was too much action.
And then 5 became okay.
Right, but the problem is if you play all 4 campaigns technically in RE6, it's like the only really good one that feels like a traditional is Leon's campaign, which is super weird.
Leon looks weird older.
Yeah,
I don't like.
He should have gotten his haircut.
Yeah.
In
Back to your age, Leon.
And so because like in Leon or in RE6, there's 4 campaigns. There is Leon Kennedy and another woman. There is Chris Redfield and another dude. Then there is Sherry Birkin, who is a character that you meet in Leon's first game, which is RE2, and the son of an evil character in the series.
Huh. And
it's like. I enjoyed that one because I just got to be a dude punching things, and I was super happy about it.
Yeah, super strength.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the characters, really. Girl I dated in middle school dressed up as 2 different characters.
It's probably Jill Valentine and Clara Redfield.
No, Ada Wong.
Or Ada Wong.
I think it was a Jill and a Claire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like...
Was she white?
Blue tank top.
Yes.
And then another one was a white dress that was all ripped up. With blood on it.
There's only one
weird little girl from the first one that was in the mansion. What was her name?
It's Jill Valentine.
No, the little girl, the other one.
I'll say this: she liked to call herself Claire. That's one of the reasons.
Which is weird because both those characters are not Claire Redfield.
I think she.
The one with the blue halter top is Jill Valentine. The girl with the white dress is the mayor's daughter from Resident Evil 2 who gets fucking murked by Chief Irons.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good reference.
If she wore a white dress with blood on it,
and it's ripped up and
that's a mayor's daughter from Resident Evil 2 who gets a playable like a what if side story in the remake.
But it doesn't matter because I think she's transgender now.
I mean,
whatever.
Congratulations.
Why does that matter?
That doesn't matter.
I don't know. I just want to segue into that.
Look,
Okay.
we can start going.
Hey, both of you stop.
I don't want to I don't want a red pill. Okay. I don't want to start red
But
pilling.
no, so what ended up happening is that after Resident Evil 6, Capcom during that time had a lot of fucking issues going on where everyone was like, they used to be Cap God, but now they're not.
I
They're
think people
kind
still
of getting
say
back.
that, right?
Nope.
They're kind of.
No,
They're getting
they
better.
came back. Here's
Now
the
they
reason
are.
why. When
Mega Man, the new Mega Man looks like a shit.
what
11.
Mega Man 11?
Yeah.
People love that game.
It looks bad.
It's shit though.
That's your opinion. It's a good game. It's a Mega Man game.
It is good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it good because it's good?
I
Or
thought
is it
it-
good because it's Mega Man?
Yeah.
It's good because it's good.
I thought people hated it.
No.
Oh.
No, I mean, I'm assuming if you're from all that I've heard, people enjoyed it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like old Mega Man games because old Mega Man games had challenge, but it's like
Yeah.
it's a Mega Man game. It's like not. It's not like ZX.
like-
It's not Zero. It's not X.
Hey, ZX was good.
I'm not saying it's not.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that's just what it was.
Advent.
On top of that, they released RE7. RE7 was a return to form. The only thing that was different was that it created a new engine. It was a completely new protagonist.
Isn't that like a
RE2 reboots on the 7 engine?
Yeah, it's on the RE engine.
Isn't 7 kind of like a soft reboot for the series? Like, doesn't Chris show up at the very end?
It's kind of in the air.
We won't know till late
Okay.
Yeah,
or the next one off.
yeah, because that's the situations. The entire Resident Evil, at least 1 to 3, or 1 to Dark Side Chronicles, they had a bunch of light gun games that nobody really fucking cares about. Where there was
I really want to play Dark Side Chronicles.
Never.
I want to see Krauser.
no, I won't do
Is that
it.
the guy with the big fucking flesh arm that you're fighting for?
Yes,
The flashlight arm.
to do
Yeah.
with the fucking the
Nice.
goddamn hat.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Krauser. So they
I'm gonna
brought
clean my pussy out.
So they made Resident Evil 7. It was a return to form. They brought back the horror aspect, which is what
Hey, sorry. Is there a chocolate drop one? Peanut butter in there?
Yeah, for one.
Can I get one?
You can get it.
Can you throw it at me?
No.
Oh.
bitch.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a cookie, please.
All right.
You can keep talking, I guess.
Did you ever get the Speedy Shoes in 7?
No, I never played 7.
Really?
Yeah, you wanted me to play 7. I just never did it.
The fuck's wrong with you?
A lot of things. Where do you want me to begin?
Okay, I got my cookie.
All right, so
Because I have a hard copy of that too.
just throw it my way.
What? Okay.
Yeah. So RE7 was returned to form where it was a bunch of it was first person, which was completely
I
different.
know that. There's like an old lady following you everywhere.
Right. So the way it's just you are in.
Blend, bro.
The thing was, in this one, it wasn't zombies. It was a infection. It was a fungal infection.
Just look at me. Say what they're called.
I forgot what they're called. It's been so long.
Okay, well you didn't play it. They're called the molded.
Oh, you're right. They're called the molded.
It's called the infection's the mold.
I'm sorry.
I have an actual like fear of mold. So I'm playing this game and I was just like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
We're the Last of Us.
That's fungus. It's different.
Mold is a fungus.
Don't tell me that.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So
They read mushrooms again.
So they made that game, and the only thing that made it super confusing was that a main character popped up at the end, claiming to be Chris Redfield, but he was in something that was an Umbrella helicopter. Now,
But Umbrella had been defunct at that point.
Right, but why would they take up the moniker of an enemy that legitimately the BSAA was trying to take down?
Well, they're blue now, so that means
Doesn't
they're good.
fucking
That
matter.
means they're good.
That's bullshit.
They got the gun called the Wesker.
Yeah. Anyways, so with that, they created the RE engine, which essentially made things more realistic, meaning that they took scans of people and they just attached them to models.
Like Death Stranding or other movie type
A
games.
little bit different where Death Stranding is more of like proper mocap,
Right.
where like they're obviously going to be able to record dude's face and other dude's face and woman's face and put them in the game versus the RE thing is where like literally they took the I'll just do Devil May Cry for reference. So Devil May Cry main one of the main characters in since 4, his name is Nero. He is voiced by Johnny and Bosch, aka Yu Narukami,
The Black Power Ranger.
Black Power Ranger, Vasha Stampede, fucking Ichigo Kurosaki, plethora of anime characters, right? His face is not
HQ
the
from
face
Harvey.
from stop. His face is not the face that's Nero's. They got a different actor and slapped it on and had Johnny Young Botch do all the choreography.
Is it the same model from 4?
No,
or is it different?
no. They made his face look more like his father's.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Virgil
yeah.
was fucking weird in 5.
Got the huge forehead, boy.
Big fucking forehead.
Man got the forehead that can shoot movies on. That shit is dog. Did you see the memes?
No, I didn't.
Bro, there's a meme where it has like it's like
Projector?
you know, so when Devil Trigger came out, there was like the little animated thing where it had like Dante and Nero kind of doing like a side dance.
Oh,
Right, and so they did one of Virgil holding the Yamato, and his forehead's like fucking 4 stories high, dude. That shit made me fucking.
Oh, man.
I saw it.
I was following the threads on 4chan when they were creating those.
Right, because like, I love Devil May Cry. I love that fuking series. It's in my top 3 of all times. Like, regardless of the bullshit, I played all of them.
Hey, if we're gonna play all of them, we're gonna play 2.
We're only playing one of the stories in 2.
There's more. Who else do you play as?
Lucia.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it the blonde girl?
No.
Oh.
That's Trish.
Well, who the fuck is?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No. So.
Is the Dark Soul fill your Dark Soul with light?
That's
Which one's
one.
that? That's one.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. It's right at the end.
Ooh.
You know, pinnacle fucking voice acting.
Hell yeah.
Should have been the one to fill your Dark Soul with light.
Light.
So fucking stupid.
I watched that clip thousands of times because it was so fucking stupid.
It's still stupid. Yeah, Devil May Cry is like special, but it's weird because the one that everybody will talk about till like the day that they die is 3. 3 is not my favorite in the series. 4 is. 3 holds a special place in my heart simply because it has my favorite Edge boy, that being Virgil, one of the 2 sons of Sparta. And
He was even edgier in DMC. Did you like that? Where he kills a baby? Correct, and he shoots a pregnant woman from far.
Do we have to play that one?
I feel like we should, just because it's a bad game.
Fuck.
I feel like we should, honestly. The complete edition came out like...
Yeah, the definitive edition, it's not bad. I played it so much, and here's god damn it. Here's my thing with that one.
On your prom date, you ugly sack of shit.
Okay, here's my deal with
Fuck you.
DMC.
Fuck
Devil May
you.
Cry.
Not in a million years.
That's quality dialogue. Actually.
I know a little bit of that.
So DMC Devil May Cry wasn't that bad. The problem is that they slapped Devil May Cry onto it and fucked it up.
It's a different game entirely.
It's a different game, yeah.
If they would have made that completely different, kept the Nephilim shit, changed Dante and Virgil's name to something different, would have been great. It would have been fine. But the problem was that it wasn't Devil May Cry.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my Dante. That's Dino. That's not my Virgil. That's some fucking idiot in fucking in a trilby. I don't want to do
I
that.
have that feeling.
Yeah.
That's not my Aya Brea.
Exactly.
That's
yeah,
a third birthday.
Yeah, fuck third birthday.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that I think the whole existence of DMC 5 is funny because they just completely skip over the fact that DMC was a thing. They're like, fuck that.
No,
shit.
because it was going to be 2 different universes. Because the thing is that DMC.
Oh my god. Take a call, Caleb.
DMC 5 is a continuation of the main story. When they were always planning on continuing DMC that way. They wanted to see what people could do in this alternate universe, because DMC Devil May Cry is not a before story; it is an alternate retelling of the story, which they fucked up because it's not a story about
alternate retelling of what
of the Sons of Sparta story.
Oh,
because the thing is that in Devil May Cry 1, you meet Virgil, just not like you do in DMC.
You meet his Devil Trigger.
No, not even his Devil Trigger.
I know what Nello Angelo is.
Yeah. Yeah, so why do you want to play him? You just never...
Well, I've always known of the series. I've just never played it.
Fair
I had
enough.
a friend who was a huge fan of it. And, like, he was such a huge fan that when I was like, hey, hear about DMC? And he's like, yeah, that's a completely different game. And then a month later, he's like, no, it's the same series. I have to face it. It's real.
It is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, it's the same series.
The Harrison?
No, that was Sean.
No.
Oh, Sean.
So
Rest in peace, Sean.
I
Rest in peace.
won't spoil the main DMC line because I do want to replay those. I will suffer through 2 for you, maybe,
1 and 2 are on the Switch. If we can find cheap ass copies of them.
I have all 5 games on my PS4.
Never mind.
Would you be okay bringing that
Yeah,
here?
absolutely.
Or can you sign in on ours?
It would take too long to download, sir.
Okay.
I will just bring mine.
Like when Derek took like 5 hours to download Dissidia NT and play
it for an hour, and that was it?
Yeah. That's why his file is still on our PS4.
But yeah, no. See, I have all 5 games, so we're good on that front. All 5 games. DMC Devil May Cry is not a bad game. I enjoyed playing it. It was interesting. The things that they did was kind of fucked up. Changing the fact that there are no aim.
You're in a huge minority here.
Well, yeah, he's the only black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Ryan's black.
Oh, yeah, I'm black too. That's right.
I'm not the only one to think about that. It's a good game. It's not a good Devil May Cry. And even Wooly and Pat will attest to that.
So there's actually only 4 games because 2 doesn't exist, right?
You are correct.
Okay.
You can play the whole game by pressing the square button. And maybe the devil trigger.
Will do. I'll take the burden for that one.
No, I guess is that the problem or is the story the problem?
There's nothing in that game. It's all shit substance.
The fact that they introduced a character you can play as, but they don't. Do they do anything with this Lucia character at all? Like in later games?
No.
Because isn't 3 like a prequel?
Yep.
To 1?
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 is a continuation. With
It goes 3, 1, 4, 5, 2.
So 2 is like a completely different.
2 originally was supposed to be before 5, but the problem was that nobody could explain why Dante was not the same. So,
How different is Dante in
really
2?
fucking different.
Huh.
Like, Dante
Maybe it was a
is
different
woohoo pizza time.
In 2?
No.
Oh.
In Devil May Cry 1, Dante
Yes.
is like, we're learning about Dante's character. Devil May Cry 3 is literally the cementing of Dante and who he is. Devil May Cry 4 this is Dante. He still hasn't grown up, but he's still doing his due. And it's really focusing on trying to transition into Nero's character. 5, you see Dante fully grown because he's like 50 by that fucking point. Old man Dante is the fucking best.
That fucking commercial was great because everybody thought that was DMC Dante at first, and they're like, no fucking way. But then he grabs his fucking sword, and everybody's like, whoa, shit!
Yeah, that's my boy right there. That's my son. Yeah. And then when you go and play 2, you're like, Dante, what happened? See, now, before 5, people could throw in the explanation that after whatever happens in 1, Dante was burdened by sadness and depressed. But then it's like, alright, I don't understand. Because if you look through the games, Devil May Cry 1 Dante is silver-haired with dark skin. Okay?
Nice.
Alright. Devil May Cry 2 is the same. Devil May Cry 3, he's white. Devil May Cry 4, he's really white. Devil May Cry 5, alright, Dante, you're old.
But then still white.
Still white. That's what I'm saying. It's like the Sons of Sparta, since 1, have not been black or tan at all. They've been white. And that's not a bad thing, not at all. But I'm just saying, it's like, they did a lot
He
of...
didn't really
can
strike me as like darker skin when I played the first one.
You look at that model.
He's Mediterranean, let's say that.
Yeah, I mean, it might
Nice
be Greek.
olive, a nice olive skin.
Yeah, he
nice
might be Greek.
Okay.
But no,
Alright.
no, it's but
Italian.
overall, I mean, his name is Dante. I guess that's more Roman.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Devil May Cry games they're fun. They're fun little things. You're not supposed to take the characters too seriously for the most part. I mean,
Very campy.
They literally do a Michael Jackson reference in 5.
Yep.
And I'm not mad about it.
I've seen him with a hat on.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's fucking ridiculous.
The other
I
thing,
love that the bike is another weapon in itself.
it is really
God,
strong.
that's so fucking cool.
When I was replaying it, I recently figured out how well that weapon works, and it's really good. The problem is that I can show you some videos of some god tier motherfuckers doing some god tier shit.
That's just gonna make
Are
me
they
feel like
Korean?
shit.
Oh, one's Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
That
No,
too, that too.
there's a thing in Devil May Cry 4 called inertia. So what it is that after you do a specific action, it causes your character to glide a little bit forward. Now,
That's weird.
they're weird. No, it's super effective. It made the game for a lot of people. A lot of people.
half an A press shit.
So a lot of people were fucking angry when inertia wasn't so visibly present in 5, but it's still there. There is a specific move that Dante can do that is called guard flying. So essentially what happens is that Dante will hit an enemy. He will hit a button that is called enemy step that will allow you to step up off the enemy. Royal Guard, which is his essentially his parry style.
Yeah.
And he'll throw his parry up, and you flip it up into Trickster, which is his speedster style.
Yeah.
And he'll dash, and you're literally watching him fucking zip zop across the fucking screen.
The Trickster is like the.
No.
No, it's
that's just
Stinger.
That's the Stinger.
Yeah.
The Trickster is literally like his teleports.
Okay.
So like this shit's fucking nuts. And it's like these people are not human doing these moves.
Yep.
And I've tried replicating, and it's not possible. But there's ways where you can essentially catch someone in an infinite, which for those who don't know, fighting game terms essentially
you can't break out.
you're not breaking out of it. You're literally like my buddy learned how to do one with the Yamato with Dante, where he was literally just hitting him with the sword slash, and the dude he was just rising up in the air.
Our friend Sean, he learned how to, and I think Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, to infinite with one of the 30 Sasuke's.
Makes sense.
And I fucking hated fighting against him.
It's alright. Everybody hated me because I played Neji.
I just fighting against Sean in any game because he's way too fucking good at
Yeah,
video games.
He's artistically good at it. He would spend hours and hours and hours learning every single in and out of this game, and then delete it.
There was a bit
it's gone from his fucking memory. He's stone cold.
He played games for trophies.
There was a bit when we were getting
Not that
ready
it's
for
bad thing, but
we were getting ready for homecoming, and it took us 2-3 hours.
Yeah, homecoming wasn't there until late at night.
Yeah, but you guys didn't show up till 2 or 3.
Well, not late at night. We were there at 12.
Oh. Well, anyways, we were getting ready for homecoming, and while we were getting ready, Sean's playing Shadow of the Colossus.
And he almost beats him.
And he almost beat it by the time we had to leave.
I was so goddamn mad because I was like, you can't beat this before the game. Before the homecoming, and he's like, show you, bitch.
Yeah.
He showed me!
Hey. I mean, it is what it is.
Rest in peace, Sean, sleeping with the fishes
Rest
at the
in
bottom of
peace.
the Bering Sea.
I feel
Goddamn,
like this
rest
is
in
an
peace.
inside joke.
No, he's not dead. We have a joke where if we don't see a person for 3 days, they're dead.
Oh,
Which is funny because you said I didn't exist when I wasn't here.
That's just my personality.
But now you're realizing we all agreed with you.
We all agree.
Fair enough.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, no.
okay.
Rest in peace,
Devil May
Parker.
Cry is one of my favorite
not
games
really
just because of everything that's in
You
it.
saw him, but
There's a dude out there who he does these pieces called Into the Mind of, and he just released one for Virgil. And when you look at the characters of Devil May Cry from the outside, or even if you're just watching it and shit, it's you don't necessarily get all the bits and pieces. But then you realize how fucked up these characters are. And for instance, you can compare Virgil to Nero or Virgil to Dante specifically, and see how So as a backstory component to Virgil and Dante, for those who don't know, they're both the son of Sparta, who was a demon.
Special demon.
Yeah, essentially a demon general who stopped a demon lord.
Bayonetta is their sister. I'm not even...
It's not canon.
It's canon.
It's not.
canon.
It's bullshit. Where? Angels don't exist in Devil May Cry. And witches
They don't?
don't either. No, they don't.
Oh, well, there we go.
Was it sister?
Bayonetta.
Oh.
No, that's Joker's mom.
I'll stick by it. No, that's even farther from the truth.
Fuck you. So
You need to reach out to the truth.
I'm gonna have to ask.
Hey! Boom!
I'm gonna have to ask you to jump off.
Featuring Bayonetta from the Bayonetta series.
Yeah, no shit.
And SMG5.
I know
that.
I want it.
That's
No, it's going to be old Dante.
That's in the phone game.
Yeah, it is in the phone
Yeah,
game.
but they have that right now. They're all. It's
No, it's
Sega.
going to be old Dante. It's going to be old Dante in SMT5.
They can do it if they want.
It's going to be old Dante.
It won't be old Dante.
It's gonna be
It
old
may be Dante and Virgil,
It
depending
might
on
even
how.
be Nero. Oh, it might even be Dante and Virgil. You're right.
If you know the end of 5, depending on how
could totally be.
depending on how DMs or how
Alright.
SMT happens, they might if they really want
It
to go
could
down
totally
that
be.
route.
Yeah, all right.
But it hasn't. They're not going to bring back the meme.
No, they will.
How's
It
V?
would sell.
Of
How's
course
what?
it would.
How's V?
As a character or just play style.
So disappointed that wasn't the Demi-Fiend. That would have been so fucking cool.
But his character makes sense.
Yeah. In story, it makes sense.
Yes. I like his character. Again, especially after watching this video about Virgil, it makes a lot more sense of why V is the way he is if you know who he is.
It would have been cool if he could summon the bosses from one instead of just these enemies.
But that's what they are.
Enemies?
The three, the Griffin, Shadow, and Nightmare.
Yeah.
Those are all bosses.
Those are all bosses.
Yeah.
In one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nightmare's the final boss, right?
Huh?
This is Nightmare the final boss?
Second to final.
Second to final?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the thing.
There's a crow enemy in one.
It's a Griffin. It's a bird.
Oh.
And you will see that when we play one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were talking about in the mind of someone?
Yeah. In the mind of Virgil. Huh?
In the mind of Mencia.
No, fuck
And you
you.
were comparing two people?
Yeah, when you're talking about Dante and Virgil, they're both like the son of Sparta and the sons of a human named Eva, right? Eva and Sparta got together, produced these awesome Dragon Ball Z level fucking boosted kids, and the thing is like at one point Sparta just disappears. He Avatar the last Airbenders off this fucking.
They're like
play.
demigods, but demi-demons.
They're half demons,
Okay.
and
They're demi fiends, if you would.
Yeah.
that's probably why he's in.
Yeah.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is that when Sparta randomly disappears, the bad guy who Sparta fucked up like 2,000 millennia before shows up and murks their house, kills their mom, and then the boys are just left alone. The problem is that Dante was hidden by his mother and was told to wait there until she came back. Virgil was all alone in a graveyard, and when all that shit went down, nobody came to save him, and he was left to fight for himself. So after all that shit happened, the thing was that Dante was alone, but he tried to live for their mother, but hated his father because he wasn't there to protect him.
A lot of Japanese stuff about hating.
Where Virgil felt that everything that happened that day was his fault, and that he wasn't powerful enough to protect the ones that he loved. So he goes on a power trip.
I was gonna say, it sounds like an uprising of an evil character.
Exactly. So his entire thing is, I wear the mantle of the son of Sparta. I am just as powerful as my father, regardless of me being a half demon or not, and I will gain the power to become a full demon, Inuyasha style. So that's his entire goal.
Was
every
there
time
like
that
a
you meet
line
him.
that was memed in 5 where it was like, oh, what an amazing power or something? It's such an exquisite power or something.
I don't know. And that's Virgil's entire character. Virgil's entire character is that he wants to be strong to protect everything that he wants, everything that he takes care of.
Yeah.
And he will sacrifice anyone and anybody for it. And Dante is, I protect things because I have a soul. I know I'm not just a demon. I'm a demon and a human. And these humans have done nothing to deal with these demons. And as long as the demons don't fuck up and fuck shit up, we're good. And the ironic thing is that Dante learns this through a human who is going above and beyond to do some shit that she probably shouldn't even be there for, all based off of the bitch's father's mentality. And then we'll talk about Nero. I mean, you know who Nero is. I'm assuming you know who Nero is in terms of in terms of relations.
I know a bit.
No? And I know that you probably
Oh,
know.
we talking about relations now.
Yes.
Relations.
Yeah.
Get some Teddy Pendergrass up in here.
No, but Nero is a quintessential character for one of the characters in the game. And I love him.
I really wanted to play DMC4 when it came out because I thought that arm was really cool and that was the only selling point.
That arm is busted.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm waiting for Derek to bust open the door and
Devil May Cry!
yeah.
Yeah, no, that game is it's bullshit.
Right there, retard.
It's bullshit, but it has an underlying tone of okay, yeah.
What are you getting up for?
So
All right.
Who's that chick with the glasses?
Nico,
Yeah.
Bay.
Say no more. All right.
I mean, if you like country accents, she's actually
Oh, she's like a Southern Belle.
yeah.
Oh,
It's really great. It's really great how she geeks out over Dante. That's pretty good.
Oh, it's because okay. So Nico.
Oh shit!
Nico is related to another character in DMC4.
is it Lucia?
It's not Lucia. Lucia's in DMC2.
This is the big black priest.
Big black priest.
That's
One that takes
Bayonetta.
Kyrie hostage.
That's Bayonetta.
That one scene.
Kyrie?
I thought her name was Kyrie.
No, it's Kyrie.
Is that how they pronounce it in the game?
Yes.
It's wrong. It's Kyrie.
That doesn't sound right.
Kyrie.
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 No, it's Kyrie.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, that sounds like your problem. Because that's how they pronounce her name, both in Japanese and in English.
It's wrong.
Man, I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's my truth.
The truth is wrong. Anyways, Nico is related to a character in DMC4.
I only said that because the dude was black. I was trying to make
That's
a stupid
fair.
joke.
That's fair.
I'm sorry.
But you're not wrong.
I'm not.
And then their mother, or not their mother, but her grandmother is the woman who made Dante's pistols.
Ah.
Yeah, her name is Nico Goldstein, or Nicoletta Goldstein.
Yep. No, never mind. We're packing the shit up, boys.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. They found out.
Yeah.
Look. You've never mind.
I love Kugel. It's so good.
So you guys are just being insensitive then.
What are you talking about?
Sure.
What's Kugel?
No, really. What are you talking about?
Why do we gotta pack it up,
Pack what up?
bitch?
What are you talking
I'll
about?
smack you in the mouth.
So what are we talking about? See, we weren't talking, but we were talking about Devil May Cry.
So we're lying to friends now.
We're not lying to friends.
Sounds like it.
No. It's not like anything's gonna get edited or not.
Not if I
So-
have this one.
So,
Not if I have this one, Chief.
no.
I'm
Busted again.
fuck.
I'm powerfully spiteful.
Oh.
Anyways, game series is good. I can play that one simply because I know more about it and can get through it faster
Right,
just
yeah.
for the story plot beats.
I wouldn't mind doing Revengeance as well. Revengeance is so fucking insane.
I'll play Revengeance, and it's platinum.
I wish
can
there
do
was a
it.
way we could. I want to do. No, I don't want to do anime reviews, but I want to like talk about different anime on the channel because I can't stop thinking about
Anime
Samurai.
reviews.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about Samurai Flamenco. Ever since I mentioned it on Saturday, I can't fucking stop. It's so good.
It's good. It's a good show. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
it's
Anyways,
fantastic.
yeah.
What else?
CMS reviews.
No.
I mean,
Anything
yeah,
else we want to fit in
I
here?
wanted to talk about DC, but nobody else here cares enough. So
I'll
I'll
nod
listen.
and listen.
There was a
that's not the same.
lot of comic artists take a very huge inspiration from many different things, and it's almost a little too close. Like there was one where one of the Green Lanterns summoned fucking Grimlock out of all things,
Okay.
Cool.
and it was like almost a little copyright breaking
What
almost.
if it was an homage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like Shisui Susanoo is legitimately
Oh,
just
what? Oh.
Who's here?
I believe that's my name.
Shisui from fucking Naruto. Itachi's best friend who ends up murdering for his A's.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, in the Ninja Storm games, he has a Susan, and,
Susan.
and his Susan's weapon is a fucking drill, and it's green.
Like how
You're gonna tell me that that's not spiral energy?
Oh, I know what you're
motherfucker?
talking about. Okay.
like how Stan in South Park, the Factory Butthole, uses a lot of drills, and he even says that's how a drill works.
Yeah,
I don't know, I kind of cringed when I first heard that. I was like, that's cool, but it's like South Park. It's like kind of a weird, I don't know, kind of a weird like media to have like anime references. Then again, there was that whole episode that was just parody on Japanese media.
yeah. How do you feel?
I don't feel good.
That's fair.
I don't feel
What's our
good.
timestamp?
1:20.
Hour 20.
It's a good.
Unless you want to talk about anything
minutes.
else.
Let's put 10 more minutes.
Okay. Crisis Scope.
Okay, Crisis on Infinite Earth came out with like their 3 episodes so far, connecting series between like 8 shows. That's Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, Batwoman, Legend of Tomorrow, and Black Lightning. So only like 6. Yeah, they're also apparently releasing Stargirl, but that's a whole another thing.
The whole Stargirl.
Yeah, that's a good question. So
It's the Weeknd's alter ego.
for sure. So they brought in Kevin Conroy, who, if you don't know who that is, that's the Batman from the animated series and Batman Beyond.
No,
and,
that's
and the
that's
Arkham
just,
games.
That's just Batman.
That's just Batman. He is he was amazing. He played an old grizzled Batman in what felt like The Dark Knight Returns, where he just decides I'm going to kill everything, and Batwoman kills him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was gonna swing on Supergirl, and he would have been able to kill her, because he had the
kryptonite? Oh.
He'd been through
Why was he planning on swinging on Supergirl?
because in this universe, which we find out a lot of the old DC like live action shows are now technically canon in the Arrowverse.
Like Smallville.
Smallville is canon.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is.
Lois and Clark?
Yeah, technically.
Is that a TV show?
I mean, yeah, it was old back in the day.
Oh.
But the thing that happened is that Bruce in this universe had been through so many fights that his body got super fucked up, and he's super old now, so he has to wear an exoskeleton.
Is that like a Batman v Superman?
Kind of. Well, not Batman v Superman, but The Dark Knight Returns.
Less gay.
Dark Knight Returns. We're not going to talk about Batman v Superman.
Yeah, Caleb.
Fucking Zack Snyder's bullshit.
Wait, Batman? Wait, what's it called? The Dark Knight Rises?
Nope. Dark Knight Returns is an old thing made by, I want to say, not Grant Morrison.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Don't listen to me.
Yeah, Frank
Yeah,
Miller.
are these like animated
They're
movies?
comics.
Nope.
Comics?
Yeah. Well, they made the Frank Miller comics into 2 movies.
Okay.
Which are also both very good.
Frank Miller's a bad artist.
Yeah.
There's a third one, right?
I think so.
It's like The Master or something.
Something.
The Master Race.
Yeah. So, anyways, this Batman is all messed up. He's wearing the exoskeleton suit. When he goes to suit on Supergirl, before he even hits a button, like certain parts of the suit just turn green, which means it's injecting with kryptonite, and he just swings on this.
Why was he planning on doing it? Was he pissed
Because
at her, or?
in this universe, it's Batman realizing that this person is a threat. The fact that it's literally Batman v Superman, where he recognizes that these people are technically gods on this earth, and they need to be put down before they decide to switch alignments.
So technically not incorrect.
Depending. So that happened. They bring in Superman Returns Superman.
Brandon Routh.
Yes,
Yep,
who also
I
plays
remember
who played Adam, but he's leaving Legends, so they just let him be Superman, and everybody flipped their shit because it becomes the Kingdom Come Superman, who is a person who like he wears like the S and everything like that. Yeah. So his character was really good, and they essentially what they're doing by this point in the show is that they're looking for 5 symbols of specific type of. They're having 5 fucking MacGuffins go.
Sounds very comic booky.
Yeah, 5 fucking MacGuffins go around, and they have to go fight the Anti-Monitor, who's a person who's literally wiping out every universe in the DC Commons.
Does he have a TV monitor as a head?
No.
Oh.
He's got an anti-TV monitor.
He's got a monitor lizard as a head.
Yes.
No.
Montauk Monster.
Anyways, so so they made like the old Batman
Died.
No, I'm trying to think. All the ones that are canon. Old 1980s Batman is canon.
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton Batman's canon.
Did he show up?
No, but they had a character from the Michael Keaton ones there.
Oh.
And so that world's canon.
Was it Carl Weathers as Harvey Dent?
No, I don't think so.
Was it
Or
really?
no, Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent.
Yes,
Oh.
it was Billy D. Williams.
God damn it! I did it again.
Yeah. Getting your blacks messed up.
They do look pretty similar.
No, they do not.
Carl Weathers like darker and sleeker.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And balding.
Yeah.
No, Billy D. Williams is balding.
They're both
No,
balding.
Carl. Oh, I'm thinking of it.
You got mixed up
Gotcha!
I'm thinking Carl Winslow. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
shit. Anyways.
Nobody is safe.
Fuck.
You're white now. You're just white now.
I've been trying to hide it. I try and say the N-word at least 3 times every day. So,
Gotta get your quota.
yeah.
Oh, man.
So, fucking, no, yeah. Then they also made 1960s Batman canon.
Okay.
Because Adam West is dead, otherwise they would have had him in there, but they had the dude who played Burt Ward, who was Robin.
Nice.
Yeah, he's in there walking his dog or whatever. So then they also have an old...
He wrote a book about how big his penis was.
Oh, that's great. So, I don't know why you know that.
Crack.com. Terrible website.
Anyways, then they also bring Birds of Prey, who is not the new one. Shut up.
So like Huntress.
It's actual Huntress.
Like from Arrow.
Black Canary. No. There was a show back in the early aughts before Smallville or around Smallville that had a group of called the Birds of Prey.
Huh.
It did not last very long, and that was canon. But then they got destroyed. They brought in Smallville, which it brings like Tom Sullivan something, the dude who played Clark in that one.
Wait, how many people from Smallville showed up?
2.
Was one of them Booster Gold?
No.
Fuck.
It was
Booster
lit.
Goals in Starville? Or Smallville?
There were dozens of guys in
Oh yeah, no,
Smallville.
they brought a whole Justice League in Smallville.
Oh.
Yeah. They brought in
Like
Clark
Xavier.
and they brought in Lois. But they had a really good moment where when they brought Clark in because Lex Luthor got hold of this book called like the Tome of Destiny or whatever, and it was allowing him to jump from multiverse to multiverse to destroy Superman.
Comic books are fucking stupid.
Wait.
Jesus Christ.
Was he running into other Lex Luthors?
Uh,
Did he form the Council of Lex?
I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter because they're all
DC
dead
Universe
anyways.
Online, yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Currently, right now, they're all dead.
Oh.
Yeah. Besides the one Lex Luthor.
Are they all bald, or is one of them Kevin Spacey and or Jew hair?
Kevin
What's his
Spacey's
name?
never gonna get a job again. What are you
Never,
talking about?
not even
What's his
one.
name? Who was the most recent?
2.5 Men.
John Cryer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Lex, and he's awesome.
You're thinking of Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, I said Jew hair kid. Jesse Eisenberg. Okay.
Fuck, dude. I don't know. Neither of them showed up. The only one that they were really planning on bringing in was Michael Rosenbaum
Oh, from Smallville.
from Smallville, but he didn't want to.
Oh.
Right. So yeah, they brought him in, but they brought this Lex. He pulled out a piece of kryptonite and gave it, and that Superman, like that Clark, just grabbed it and looked at it, and he punched Lex in the face.
No, which Superman was this?
Smallville.
Oh, nice.
Because the leading rumor is that he has a watch that has blue kryptonite in it, and what blue kryptonite does in that show is that it suppresses the Kryptonian power, so it makes him human.
Oh, so he wouldn't be weak to kryptonite.
Exactly.
Okay.
He gave up being Superman to have his family. So that's how they ended Smallville proper.
Oh.
Another one they brought after that. Essentially, what
Is
happens?
Red Sun Superman in there?
No, but we're getting an animated movie of that.
What
So
about
it's all
Pink
right.
Sun
It's gonna be
Superman?
great. Ugh.
No.
What the hell is that? Okay, I figured.
It's gay Superman.
Anyways,
Goes
Pink
back in
kryptonite
time to
makes
stop the
Superman-
Stonewall riots.
Pink kryptonite.
Next to the S stand for Stonewall.
anyways, essentially what happened is that most of all the universes get destroyed. The only one that was left was Earth 1, which was essentially the Arrowverse proper, that being
Oh wait, but that means Supergirl's Earth got fucked too. But
Yep.
she was Earth 2.
first Earth to get fucked.
Oh, nice.
She wasn't Earth 2, she's Earth like 16 or
Oh.
38 or something. Hers got blasted.
Oh no, wait, Earth 2 was where
The evil one.
Killer Frost came from, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so so that happened. So all that was left with Earth 1, but then the Monitor came up and nom nom that shit too. And so what was happening is it was the Anti-Monitor versus or the Monitor versus Harbinger, who was one of the characters. Diggle's wife got turned into Harbinger, and she became like an avatar for the Anti-Monitor essentially. They started blasting each other in a beam struggle, and the Monitor lost.
So it was kind of like Silver Surfer versus Galactus.
Yeah, effectively. And what ended up happening was
That
that...
scene wasn't in China. That was in like downtown New York. They just dressed up to look like China.
Okay. Proud of you for knowing that. What ended up happening was that they ended up teleporting out of there, and it was supposed to be the 5 symbols that are supposed to do their thing, which would have been White Canary, Sarah Lance, who's my bae, Katie Lotz, I love you, Barry Allen, The Flash, then Kara Zor-El, Supergirl, I forgot Batwoman's name, Kate Kane, Batwoman, and it was supposed to be Clark Kent, Superman from the Superman Returns movie, Brendan Routh.
Oh, okay.
Right? And right as it was about to end, and they're all like trying to figure out what's going on, because everybody fucking died, and they took the old 90s Flash, and they killed that Flash.
90s Flash.
The current Flash's dad.
Yeah, the current Flash's dad. The dude who played the current...
There was a Flash in the 90s?
Yes. Yeah. So Grant Gustin...
Mark Hamill played
the Trickster.
Huh.
Yeah. So they have the Flash right now. And when they were making the Flash, they had Grant Gustin as the Flash. His father, Henry Allen, was played by a dude who played Barry Allen way back in the 90s. The 80s,
Was it like
90s.
Was it
No,
a TV
wait.
show for the Flash?
Yeah, it was a live-action TV show.
Was he Barry Allen?
Yeah, he was Barry Allen.
Or I thought Barry Allen was already dead by then. I thought it was Wally West.
No, it was Barry Allen.
Oh, okay.
So and then a Flash was supposed to die in Crisis, just like Arrow was supposed to die in Crisis. Well,
doesn't that happen in the comics? Like Flash?
yeah,
Crisis?
yeah,
Barry
it does.
who dies,
But
yeah.
they said Barry Allen has to die in Crisis. They substituted our Barry Allen for the 90s Barry Allen to end his story because that show got prematurely ended with not a proper ending. So that's how they ended his series.
Well, whoever was fans of that, they must feel
I
pretty
gotta say,
good.
then like 25 years later, he finally got to die.
Yeah. So, and hopefully we don't have to see him anymore, but I think he's still Jay Garrick. And Jay Garrick's still alive, so he's coming back. So what ended up happening is, like, while they're all there, and they're all like, okay, now we gotta figure out what we gotta do. Brandon Routh's Superman starts, like, crumbling. And he's like, and he, like, starts, like, light beams off of him. Right? And what ends up happening is
They
that
kill off my man, Brandon Ruth.
when he gets back up, he's Lex Luthor. And he pulls out a page from the Book of Destinies, and he rips it open, and it says, Lex will be switched with Superman. So he effectively kills the last son of Krypton in any universe by protecting himself in the Book of Destiny. And that's where they end Crisis
Wait,
until
so
January.
like Smallville, Superman's already dead
Yep.
too?
Every Earth has been destroyed. The only...
So Lex fucked it up again?
Lex fucked it up again. They all got teleported outside the Ring of Time, which is the only place where the Anti-Monitor can't touch. And
Comic books is dumb.
you watch anime and play video games, man, it's equally stupid.
So they got
That's
Constantine too?
They brought Constantine in, yeah.
And then they fucked him?
Yep.
Keanu Reeves?
No.
Wouldn't that have been something if they brought Keanu Reeves in as like another Constantine?
Wouldn't have been the same.
And they just chain smoke together and that's like their whole... They don't do anything, they just...
They brought in Lucifer. You know, you've heard Lucifer? That was a great scene. Because people end up finding... Like, Lucifer is another DC, property.
About Lucifer.
About Lucifer.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And he owns, like, a nightclub and everything like that. And so they have been having a show that was on Fox for a couple seasons.
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And then it got put over to...
That was a DC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it got put over to Netflix.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, it's on... Guess what Earth it's on?
I don't know.
Earth 666.
Podcast over. We're done.
No, I'm finishing, bitch. I'm gonna keep talking. You can't stop me. I should probably go home, though. Essentially what happened is, I guess, he owed John a favor. Because everybody owes John a favor, just like he owes everybody a favor. So what ends up happening is... this is all extra bullshit. Because Oliver actually died in the first episode of Crisis.
Nice. How'd he die? I'm assuming he just got monitor slapped.
He went out fighting a whole bunch of demons by himself. Like a boss. Like, everybody else was like, he got everybody else teleported away. And the monitor was like, we gotta go. He's like, is everybody safe? He's like, no. He's like, then I'm gonna keep fighting. He's still going around shooting arrows and he dies. His daughter was not cool with that. So they tried doing the Lazarus Pit. They found an alternate universe where Jonah Hex was alive but didn't get smacked in the face with the tomahawk. And tried lowering him into the Lazarus Pit.
And this is Jonah Hex from Legends,
Yes.
not from the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Jonah Hex's thing? Is he just like a
He's
cowboy?
an asshole Confederate soldier.
Can he
He's
like...
just a
He can't
cowboy?
die, right?
I don't know too much about his backstory.
Oh.
But anyways,
I don't think he can die.
so they bring Oliver back from the Lazarus Pit, and then they did the same thing they did to Sarah by trying to go into his mind and bring his soul back from purgatory. But the only way they could go to purgatory was to go find Lucifer. And so they go talk to Lucifer. He gives them a card, and it's like, all right, go to purgatory. And it ends up being on Lian Yu.
Of course.
Right, because Lian Yu means purgatory in whatever fucking language that it is.
China-ese.
Something.
Lianu.
Right. And so that's where his soul is. They find Oliver, and this old Indian dude shows up with green eyes and says, you cannot go back, you have a higher purpose.
Like to Oliver?
Yes. And do you know who that person was? The Spectre.
Are you fucking kidding
I'm
me?
not joking with you. I knew that's what
Are we
we're
talking
going
about? Hey, what? India,
The
like,
voice of God.
or like
No, the voice of God. Oh, Dot.
This, in DC, this...
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple years ago, there was a debate, and it was two people talking. It was Jeff Johns and Stan Lee. And they were both like, okay, between our two brands, who do you think the strongest superhero is? And they both came to the conclusion that it was the Spectre.
Yep.
Because how do you get more powerful than the Hand of God without being a
Yes.
celestial?
He is God's vengeance. And Oliver is going to become the new Spectre.
That's fucking metal.
That's how-
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That happens
the
in
guy
DC
who-
Universe Online.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know. But Oliver Queen is now going to be the new Spectre.
Is that the Green Arrow?
Oh, are we getting?
Yeah.
Wait, are we getting a Spectre TV show now?
I don't know. But
Hell yeah.
Oliver Queen is now not going to be the Green Arrow. He's going to be the Spectre.
Hell yeah.
And so the last fight is literally going to be the the 4 good guys and Lex Luthor with the Spectre versus the Anti-Monitor.
Yeah, the Spectre could totally get the Anti-Monitor.
Oh.
Honestly.
Yeah. I thought that was so cool. When I saw that, I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to look. I saw the green eyes. He said, you're meant for a greater purpose. Flash green. It's the Spectre. I'm done. We're good.
To put into context why I started loving the Spectre and also why I started loving Dr. Fate, they were fighting for the longest time, and they had like a Goku Vegeta moment. Let's go where there's no people, and Dr. Fate's just like, and they both just, and then erase the multiverse. And then they're like, okay, now there's no one for us to hurt.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
And then they fight, and in that fight, the Dr. Fate wins, and then
Yeah.
Spectre's like, all right, you won.
First
Then he
off,
brought it
Dr.
back.
Fate's helmet could literally...
This was Golden Age Dr.
Yes.
Fate.
Golden-
When he had the full helmet.
Yeah, Golden Age Dr. Fate's helmet alone can fly at the speed of God.
I saw that video too. It can fly faster than mortal comprehension.
So faster than light.
Past that.
Past that,
Oh.
if Dr. Fate's helmet realistically passed into our atmosphere, we'd all be vaporized, and the whole planet would be vaporized too, and everything in our solar system.
Okay.
But why just the helmet?
Because the helmet is the source of his power. There's
It's his focus.
there's like a god living inside
Yeah.
his helmet, but it's like trapped in
It's
there, so
basically
he
like
needs like
God.
a body.
I like that.
So all this
thing
is
from
basically
Injustice
just-
2 where, sorry.
Just
And he gets bodied
DC's
by
version
Brainiac.
of
The
Where
Avengers.
he, like,
Yeah.
does,
Yeah.
like,
But the thing is,
but it's
here's
like
what
he
our
our
TV show.
Yep. It's multiple TV shows into one thing, which I'm okay with because I've kind of been keeping up with all of them. My only issue is that we've had this conversation when we were on Nailed It. Is that the problem with watching that shit is that you can't watch certain shows without getting the full story. You can probably watch the whole Crisis event and just not care because literally they bring in Black Lightning, and it was literally
yeah.
during his mid-season finale. His daughter is literally phasing in and out of multiple universes, and then he just shows up in the DC in the crossover, making his universe part of the Arrowverse canon.
Nothing about his daughter?
No, his daughter dies.
Oh.
He dies too.
Yeah, he dies.
Oh.
Everyone dies.
Literally, it was like, all right, everybody's on the Wave Rider. Then everybody's talking. Anti-Monitor gets in a beef with Harbinger. Harbinger kills the Anti-Monitor. The Monitor, in the last-ditch effort, makes the 5 heroes disappear, and then the Anti-Monitor wipes out everybody that's on that ship, and they all end up at the edge of time. And then Superman gets turned into Lex Luthor.
That's fucking petty.
Dude,
That's like That's so good. It's so petty.
John Cryer is the best Lex Luthor in a long time, dude. Like, Jesse Eisenberg, get the fuck out. Kevin Spacey, get the fuck out. Michael Rosenbaum was probably the last Lex Luthor that was really good. Like, straight up, even if you don't care about Supergirl, watch the season with Lex Luthor, and it's like, I'm watching this.
That
What
name
about
sounds
Lena
familiar.
Luthor?
I like Lena, but I think it's mostly because I think she's attractive.
That name sounds familiar. Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah, he was the mayor of New York at one point.
Was he really?
No, that was Michael Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting to say anything because I didn't want to feel like a fool.
All right.
You goddamn buffoon. You.
That's pretty much
clown.
it. Essentially, Crisis comes back.
Comic books.
Crisis comes back on the 14th of January, where they're going to end Arrow proper, and then they're going to lead that into Legends, and then the new seasons of Legends is going to start.
I thought the show ended.
So when they end
Legends?
Arrow, is that?
Arrow?
This is Arrow's final season.
Oh.
Oh, they're not going to pick up with like the side characters, the side pieces.
They're going to be doing a show called Green Arrow and the Canaries, where it's about Oliver Queen's daughter, Mia Queen.
Okay.
And Black Canaries, both Dinah Lance and the other one. Laurel Lance and Dinah, whatever the fuck her name is, I forget. But it's not. The issue is that they're having a real tough time with the female-led superhero shows right now because of obvious reasons. Because dudes are assholes. It's literally it. So the problem right now is Batwoman's not doing well enough where they might get canceled.
I heard Batwoman was bad.
It's rough. but I'm watching it only because the character that plays Alice is really good.
You're a tougher man than most.
It helps if you don't have a soul.
Okay.
The thing is, like, again, if I'm entertained and I'm having fun, then I'm going to watch it.
Okay.
The show's dialogue is shit. They're really pressing that gay agenda real fucking hard.
Ah.
But you know what? I like Alice, and that's enough for me to keep coming back.
All right.
Yeah.
You gonna end this?
I'm gonna end this. Just like anything else. Hey, we're done. Bye.